Don't worry about muting yourself. You're good. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's first see if everything's gone live yet. I think it has, but I want to double check. Let's go see for myself. View on YouTube. Oh, yep. We are live, baby. Oh, right, it does run a demo. I forgot Sunshine does have a demo thingy. Let me just quickly plug this everywhere. Alright. Sorry, everyone, just quickly setting things up before we get started. I was saying that to the people on the stream. Just finishing plugging everything. Come on. I just realized I not properly set up the actual stream on YouTube. Whoopsie. Let's quickly fix that. Where is Show Me Live? Sorry, everyone. Just setting everything up. Okay, it should all be good now. Let's just quickly change the thumbnail. Up. Save. Okay, we're all good now. So, with that said, introduce yourself, guest person.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Ben, Ideo No Ben Donaldson, and tonight I'm going to be co-commentating this stream of Super Mario Sunshine with my friend Benjamin Black Mage Mavi Breuer.
Did you say my fam initially?
If I stammered, I apologize. I meant to say friend.
It's okay. It sounded like you said my fam, and I just found that kind of funny.
So Mav,
yes?
What did I tell you I was going to do?
Be polite.
I told you I was going to introduce myself in the most polite and formal way I could, and you didn't believe me.
No, I didn't.
Never underestimate my dedication to a bit.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So we're on YouTube Live, right?
Yes, we are.
Put a link in the blep zone so that I can plug it on my Twitter.
Fair enough. Let me just quickly grab that now. This is a great start. A lot of just stuff going on in the background
Sitting
and the
around and
game not actually being played.
Don't worry, it's fine. The stream's only going for like maybe 5 minutes.
Stuff going on in the background. You're right. It's over already. Night, everyone.
Shoot.
Anyway, with all that covered, let's actually play the video game.
Oh, video games.
All right. We're gonna do file B for Ben. That's both of our names.
Hehe.
It's cutscene time. So I'm just gonna put my controller down while I let the cutscene play, because these are not skippable because this is the early 2000s.
What happened?
Yeah.
That's an element of this era of gaming that hasn't aged well.
Speedrunners having to wait through these cutscenes, just like, whew, Whew. Warm with the hands, warm with the hands, warm with the hands. And then stuff gets going, and they're just like, zoom!
Zoom! And then... Actually, do you know what that reminds me of?
What's that?
It reminds me of an analogy you once told me when you were complaining about certain things people complain about with games. You were specifically talking about QuickTime events in games, and just the analogy you gave me of how people treat them.
Oh, with the whole, like, putting down the controller thing?
Yeah, and I remember you had yourself on webcam and you literally just yeeted the controller across the room saying, I guess I'm in a cutscene now.
Yeah, I don't remember this exactly, but I do, but this sounds like something I would do, yeah.
Yeah, I remember it's like, again, you're on webcam, you're just like, well, I guess...
Oh man, a cutscene! Guess I don't need this anymore. Yeet!
And then, oh no, a QuickTime event!
Like, why do people, like, when people complain about QuickTime events, it's like, what do you mean you put the controller down? Like, I don't know, I almost get it putting the controller down, like, oh, well, if I load my right ammo. I almost get putting the controller down, like, for long cutscenes, like, you know, if you're playing fucking Metal Gear Solid or Super Mario Sunshine, there's a lot of long cutscenes.
Yeah.
But if you're playing, like, if you're playing a game like Resident Evil 4 that, like, sets the standard pretty early as to what its cutscenes are gonna be like, you should probably never put the controller down again.
Yeah. Also, I love how this Toad just like, this is the worst, as he's smiling. Look at that, look at that.
What's this icky paint like goop? It's moving!
No, worries.
Don't touch that stuff!
Don't touch that stuff!
Master Mario. Oh shoot, that's a cactuar.
A cactuar? What?
There's cactuars in Monster
Oh,
Hunter World.
right. Oh, by the way, just to let you all know, Ben's playing Monster Hunter.
So do you want to know what the cactuars do in this game, Mav?
You almost said Tyler.
I almost said Tyler.
Anyway, yes, please
They do
elaborate.
in this game?
Please elaborate.
If you hit a cactuar with, like, your slinger or something,
Yep.
it starts exploding needles, and these needles do hundreds of damage per hit.
Yeah, that sounds like
Like-
cactuar.
Like, if you lure a monster over and then hit the cactuar and set it off, it will kill the monster for you. Like, it's hilarious.
Yeah, cactuars are just kind of freaky.
Preparing to register customer information, scanning and classifying subject data.
I do love during the flood cutscene when he's scanning Mario, you can see gameplay of Mario games in the corner.
Hell yeah.
I think it's a really cute touch.
That's one of the first Easter eggs I noticed in games.
Yeah, because I'd specifically notice I'm like, hey, that's Mario 64. He's throwing Bowser around.
If you press the R button all the way down, you can stop and shoot. You can then use the
Alright, I'm gonna have the chat open on my phone.
press the X button to switch to the hover nozzle.
That way it doesn't lag the game at all.
Press the R button to hover in the air for a short time. If this tank is empty, no water can be sprayed. To refill tank, enter a body of water and press the R button. Instructions complete.
Actually, okay, someone in the chat just brought up something. If Flood was a purchased product, that means Mario stole him.
No. No, actually. There is an explanation for this. There's a Pianta next to Flood that is calling that like is ranting about this useless piece of junk he just bought or whatever.
Oh, right.
And that's and he says, "You do something with it." And then
Right,
you do something with it.
I was literally just talking to him. Yeah, take that water pump and clean the airstrip. Oh, hey, the lock-on buttons, the lock-on button's actually working now. Last time I tried playing this on Dolphin, it was not working. It was really weird. Actually, was that the issue? Oh, no, I remember what the issue was. And this is something that's still being a problem. Is, you know how if you hold the button, like, hold the spray button lightly, you can, like, run and spray?
Yeah.
Can't do that on Dolphin.
Oh, yeah, no digital,
Yeah, if
inputs.
you hold it even just lightly and you stop dead in your tracks. That's, oh geez, that's gonna make Shadow Mario interesting.
Not if you keep jumping.
Right.
In fact, that's actually how
speedrunners do it?
that's actually a speedrunner strat. Is it? You know how if you like jump and like slam on the spray button at the same time, it does that like giant burst?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how speedrunners take care of Shadow Mario.
Duly noted. Spray the mouth. Also, someone just noted you're using Dolphin to play a game that takes place on Isle Delfino. That's funny. I got a Shine Sprite.
Shine Ghetto.
That's not a Power Star.
It's not a moon either. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
That's a Mario.
A moon. Da-da-da-da-ba-da-ba.
And you take the moon, and you take the moon, and you take,
the moon.
I got a Shine Sprite, and then I got arrested.
I can't believe you got arrested.
Yeah, I'm not even the
What
tax
did you
evader.
do this time, Mav?
I'm not even the tax evader.
Now in session. As you are no doubt aware,
Oh, is that what it sounded like on the stream? Damn.
fair Isle Delfino,
Oh, you just took a listen?
like subject.
Yeah.
The accused is charged with polluting
I opened up the stream just so that I can watch the chat.
our very
Let's see who we got. We got.
I saw Steph.
Oh hey, we got Lynn with like a Flynn.
Hey!
He's a regular in my streams.
Delfino Plaza, where residents,
Yeah, Limu Lackaflin tends to hop around quite a bit.
expert shine scholars have determined that this darkness
Well,
Ben sounds like a
Welcome to
radio
live chat.
announcer.
audience, the shine
ladies and gentlemen, start your engine. I don't fucking know.
Oh, Stephanie brought up a good
I
point.
mean-
Has that one lawyer guy on YouTube done a reaction video to the Sunshine trial scene? I want to see that,
eyewitness description.
because this is a very rigged trial.
The guilty party sits among us. It is none other than Mario.
Overruled. I judge the defendant guilty as charged. I hereby order the defendant to
Because
clean this entire
Mario didn't even have a defense attorney.
handiwork.
Alright, I just muted the. I am watching the stream on my phone while in Discord on my phone, and I just muted the stream so that I don't have to like
Hear yourself twice.
hear myself twice and hear you twice, and
That
then
makes
think
sense.
that I'm having the same conversation over and over again, and I'm going crazy.
Yeah. Again,
It appears we are in a predicament, Mario.
light predicaments, you know, being in jail.
This object of the airstrip
But the pollution itself is not the main problem. Mario, you witnessed this object at the airstrip, correct? It is a shine sprite. Shine sprites used to gather in great numbers at the shine gates. I don't fucking know.
to the shine
I am Flood.
there is no
I am Flood, a flash liquidizer ultra dowsing device. I am pleased to make your. I hope to be of assistance.
The only way to ensure the return of the shine sprites is to keep the island from becoming any dirtier. The perpetrator is likely at work even as we speak. And you, Mario, are being
The perpetrator is likely at work even as we speak, and you, Mario, are being treated like a criminal.
Mario's sitting
Tomorrow.
really weirdly. Mario has like he's sitting almost like with his feet
He's
like
sitting-
with his feet like together.
Yeah. Isn't that not? Is that not crisscross applesauce?
It's not crisscross though because he's got the insides of his feet against right against each
the
other.
soles of his feet.
The
man.
soles of his feet. I'm sorry. How'd I forget that?
I can never forget the feat.
Have you noticed that two popular GameCube games that are divisive among their fans involve two mainstream platforming mascots getting arrested under false accusations?
Super Mario Sunshine and what?
Sonic Adventure 2. Both from imposters.
Both named Shadow.
Oh my goodness, you're right. They both ended in very different ways.
Both of them involve you going to space at the end.
Kind of, in Sunshine's case.
And there's a big robot boss fight where you circle around the robot
And
near
do
the
things.
middle of the game.
Yep. However,
And there's a harbor level, and
Yep.
the harbor level's like this, like really early in the game.
you also have the ability to hover. Because Tails has that ability.
Yes, yes, yes.
No, I'm not trying to spray you, buddy. I'm trying to spray the jellyfish thing behind you. Stop your complaining.
I wish my hands had the.
I love the Pianta noises. They're so funny.
Piantas are so fucking good.
Well, I'm a truckster. Oh man, this camera's really weird. It's a 2000s camera. Everything's reversed.
Didn't I just do the Toby? Last night while we were talking, didn't I do the Toby Kadachi?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so I'm basically caught up to where I was. Because last night I did the Toby Kadachi and then a couple of things after that, and now I'm doing the Toby Kadachi again.
One person noted, Mario littered, Wario broke union laws, Yoshi committed tax fraud, Luigi destroyed and invaded property.
Hey, Mario didn't litter, he was framed. Now, if you want a real crime, Mario's a sociopath who abuses his little brother.
And also commits turtle genocide. Oh, I see what you mean by those blasts. Wow, that's really good.
That's like, you can do, like, if you short hop for those, you can wipe out Shadow Mario really fast.
Wish I knew this last time I was trying to play this game. Mario!
Make sure you jump slightly before you do before you press R, because otherwise you'll do that backflip.
Yep. If you want to shoot water lightly while moving, press R lightly. Yeah, no, it's not how it works, Flood.
You fight Shadow Mario by making him moist.
Don't put it that way.
Hey, I didn't do it. It was someone in the chat.
Oh no. I enter the M. Now it is my turn to enter the M. This is just Mario's really bad island vacation. Road to the big windmill. You know, one of my favorite things about this mission is the fact that it's one of the few missions you can actually skip.
Yeah. Any % Mario Sunshine is fascinating. because you can actually there are actually a couple other missions you can skip if you know how to do it.
Really?
So in Gelato Beach, there's the shine sprite at the fruit bar. That thing's loaded and actually exists like the entire time.
Oh, you're
So
right.
if you grab that in an earlier mission, the game
counts it.
the game fucks up and makes you and thinks that you completed episode 8. So you can literally like if you know how to do it in episode 1 of Gelato Beach, you can grab the shine sprite from episode 8 and skip straight to episode 7 after that.
Nice. Because it unlocks all the missions before it.
Yeah. It's really difficult to do though.
I imagine so.
Like I've tried to do it myself just because I wanted to do it one time and I've never pulled it off.
Come on, come on.
A good 3D Mario game is one where you can collect the main collectibles in almost any order you want. I mean, the only two that are like that are Sunshine. The only two that are like that are 64
and Odyssey.
And Odyssey. And even then, I mean,
Galaxy Stream as well. Not as much.
Even then, what I was gonna say is that like even in Odyssey's case, you still have to go from world to world in the order the game wants you to.
Yeah. The only one that gives you like absolute freedom is 64.
And even then, again, you have to go from section of the castle in the order the game tells you to. No 3D Mario game has
Absolute
achieved
freedom.
true nonlinearity yet.
But I don't think it necessarily needs to.
Yeah, neither do I. I don't think linear design is a bad thing. And even in Sunshine's case, like even though you unlock levels in certain orders and stuff, after I think 20 shines, because the 20 shines you'll have unlocked. By the time you've hit 20 shines, you'll have unlocked pretty much everything, and you can get pretty much anywhere on the map. Mm-hmm. And 20 shines is when Noki Bay unlocks.
Yeah.
Of course, this is assuming that you've gone and done Peanut Park Episode 4 and unlocked Yoshi. But... yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to clear this area so I could just aim over here without ever having to worry about goop. I just cleared the goop over here, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna snipe you from over here.
But yeah, any % Mario Sunshine's really neat. It's kind of cool that you can skip all of Gelato Beach if you're, if you're good at it. Which I am not.
To Legendary Gamer Kid, do I archive these? They go unlisted, but yeah, I have a playlist for all my streams. Anyway.
Oh no.
I'm going to skip that and go straight to PD Piranha.
You could have just skipped the fight altogether.
What do you mean?
The fight with Polluted Piranha? You could have skipped that and just gotten up the hill, you know?
Probably, but I forgot how to.
I mean, there's a few different ways. The most popular method is to use the water spiders.
Ah, gotcha. Well,
but there's a few different ways to do it. I
want to at least quote unquote complete the mission and then just skip the shine because Mario's a rebel.
So you know that way out there. Get to the shines. I don't know. Can't get shines without breaking. Watermelons on my face.
Don't you know Delfino won't change?
Yoshi can't touch the water.
Otherwise he dies.
I really do not know why.
Otherwise he'll just die.
I'm such a loser.
And then there's Yoshi. He's dead.
Someone just asked if you plan to redo any of your unlisted countdown videos.
Probably not. I don't really do countdowns anymore as a thing. At least not nearly as frequently, so probably not. I'm much more into doing GAM reviews now. Now, the big thing with doing countdowns for me was just the fact that... I'm trying to find the right way of wording it. Is that very often, like, I'd, talk about a game for a certain amount of time, but I'd always want to talk more about it. But with countdowns, you usually limit yourself to, like, a few minutes per segment. And it got to a point where I'm like, why not just do reviews so I can talk about games all I want? If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Countdowns are, I still like making, not so much countdowns because I don't do a whole lot of, like, strict ranked lists anymore.
But you like that format.
I still like list formats because I value brevity so much in my writing.
Fair enough.
Did I bring slicing ammo? I did. Oh, sticky ammo.
Yeah, someone's noting about, say, I remember some people complained about the new Super Mario Bros. Pre-Odyssey era for being too linear and wanting to go back to the explorative formula of 64 and Sunshine. But that wasn't really the problem for me. I was like, yeah, that wasn't necessarily the... Because Galaxy, honestly, was a bit more on the linear side, but that wasn't a problem.
Yeah. Did you see the new Super Mario Bros. Style of linearity? Those are 2D platformers. Where's the comparison?
I'm not sure. That's just what they brought up.
I cannot. Okay, note to self: cannot jump on the Toby Kadachi with my Spider-Man claw. Oh, I fell.
Seems like Josh Scorch and Robert Luigi are the only ones doing countdowns anymore. Yeah, pretty much.
From the old days. I mean, well, QG too.
Yeah, that's true. QG as well. By the way, I do have the stream chat open on my computer, so you can check if the stream chat, if like the stream starts lagging or anything, everyone just please let me know.
Don't tell him the thing.
Don't you dare. Talk to me, sir. Green Scorpion and Cork, I still can't. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot Green Scorpion was a thing.
Same.
I'm gonna be fully honest.
That's a name Green Scorpion? That's a name I haven't heard in years.
Yeah, one person also said Watch Mojo doesn't count. It's like, what? Watch Mojo's kind of, we've had this discussion before. Watch Mojo's kind of its own thing.
We literally had this conversation last night. Watch Mojo just exists outside of the realm of that weird hyper-specific sect of YouTube.
Yeah, it is very much its own thing.
Like the way I put it last night, and I kind of like the way I put it in this way, is that Watch Mojo is like, they use YouTube like a social media platform, not a. In that, like, it's like all those videos
not an independent video platform.
It's like all those other videos you'll see on Facebook, or if not videos, blog posts about, like, top 10 best anime, and then you'll, like, read this blog post or see this glorified slideshow on Facebook.
Yeah.
At the very least, Watch Mojo has people narrating.
Yep.
It's weird. Facebook, like, on Facebook, there apparently, like, apparently a lot of people don't even watch videos on Facebook with the sound on.
Really?
So, like, yeah. So having narration in your Facebook videos is kind of a waste of time.
I remember
Unless with some exceptions, but like a lot of people just watch videos on, and then the same goes for a lot of platforms with like fast consumable content feeds, like Twitter, for instance.
yeah.
Like that's why on Twitter you always see people insisting that you unmute something, because a lot of people just don't unmute stuff.
Oh, that should not have worked, but it did. I'm on jazz music level.
I see. You're on the Hillside Secret.
Yep. Come on. There you go, Mario. I do jump number 2. Let me get that life.
It's probably never going, like like the condition I set for it is probably never going to happen. So I'll just have to play it at some point. But I remember, like, after I played Mario 64 to 100%, I said, you know, I don't think I'm going to do Sunshine to 100% because I've done that game to 100% twice in my life, and that's 2 more times than anyone needs to.
Yeah, I'm not ever 100%ing Mario Sunshine. I tried to once, and then I came to the realization that the game does not track how many blue coins you've gotten in a level, and I was like, nope, I'm done.
Wait, what do you mean? How many blue coins you gotten in a level?
Well, because remember how there's like you need blue coins to get the certain shines. Well,
oh, were you going and turning in your blue coins every time you got 10, so you didn't know how many were still left over?
yeah, I didn't. And not to mention, again, the game doesn't track how many blue coins you've gotten in a world, and some are in specific levels.
That's the big thing. That's the big problem, is that there are blue coins that are like specifically like in
Specific
like
missions.
1 or 2 missions of a world, and that's the weirdest thing.
And again, unless you have a guide and you're painstakingly going through it like bit by bit, you're not gonna know where they all are.
Or if you're a stubborn 11-year-old.
That too. This is one of my nozzles, the hologram.
But I set a condition. I was like, you know what? If I can ever reach like 100 subscribers on Twitch, which is, you know, a pretty for Twitch numbers is a pretty decent number.
Yeah.
I was like, if I ever reach 100 subscriptions on Twitch, and I'd probably, like, you know, non-cumulative, like not literally like within 1 month, because Twitch does keep track of like the number of subscriptions you've had in your channel's lifetime in general. That's how like you unlock more emotes. You don't have to like have like 15. You don't have to have like 15 to 20 emotes or 15 to 20 subscriptions in 1 month to unlock another emote. Just cumulative.
Yeah, I know.
So I can know how many I've accumulated over time. But I like if I ever reach like 100 subscribers on Twitch, I might do Mario Sunshine to 100%. But doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'll probably just end up doing it because I hate myself.
As one does. Well, you died.
Come on, you bloody Come on, you bloody ugly beast. Get away from my gun.
I think to save myself the headache for now, I'm just not going to touch any blue coins. And then, should I decide to hunt for blue coins, then I'll just go level by level.
Yeah, I'll be honest, just because, like, the blue coins that are in every mission, it's pretty easy to tell when you've collected them because well, they're in every mission. The mission specific ones you're probably not gonna find on accident. So
yeah, those you usually have to go out of your way to find them.
Usually you have to go out of your way to find those ones, exactly. So if you pick up blue coins, I wouldn't sweat it, just because most if any that you pick up now are gonna be ones that you can find in any level, so it doesn't really matter. It's like, oh shoot, the 2 X mark blue coins. Oh golly.
Oh
pick that
no.
poop.
I don't know where the last 2 red coins are.
What level are you on?
It's the windmill
Right,
village. So I know they're around here somewhere. I just don't remember where. So I've done this mission before, many times. Yeah, in view a while ago. Those could have been. I might have, but I think I was looking at the blue coins because there are a few blue coins littered throughout the village right now. Oh, there's one.
Huh?
I found one of the red coins. Anyway, yeah, you were
So
starting.
your last one's probably like up, or did you already go up?
Yeah, I went up already.
Did you hit the median with the bells?
I believe so. Oh, hello, Windman. Or Airman, whatever you want to call him.
I can't defeat Airman. Oh shit. Oh shoot, the game doesn't pause. I used the home button to like pause, to quote unquote pause Monster Hunter World there just now, and it didn't actually.
It's one of the few games where it doesn't actually pause.
Yeah, I don't because Monster Hunter World requires you to constantly be online, or in a multiplayer server of some kind. You literally there is no pause button, which is completely ridiculous.
Okay, so
The fact that you like the entire game was designed so that you can do things either solo or multiplayer should you wish, and you can't play the game just solo. But go ahead. Someone said what?
Someone was asking about the Pokemon Direct announcements. Just thoughts. So I'll let you take this
I thought
one.
it was great. So I thought it was great. When it started and the 2006 thing appeared, I rolled my eyes. I was like, oh god, here we go. It's the Sinnoh remakes. But then the Mystery Dungeon text box showed up, and I just about peed myself. Like,
There you go.
I never would have suspected. Like, I've been saying for a while on streams that I was kind of expecting another Mystery Dungeon to happen sooner than later because it's been 5 years. It's been like 5 years, and you know that's about.
Oh, here it is. Is that continue? Ben?
Sorry.
Just okay. You just went quiet there, so I was like, is my Discord being dumb, or did you just go quiet?
No, I accidentally ate something in Monster Hunter, and now and I didn't mean to. But anyways, I suspected there would be a Mystery Dungeon game on Switch sooner than later, but I didn't suspect they would do a remake of the original game, let alone such a stylized remake of it. Holy crap, the art style is incredible.
Yeah, I did see the trailer for that. I was just like, that actually looks really nice.
And then the announcement of not a third version or an ultra version of Sword and Shield, but just DLC expansions, and that is just the best way they could go about it.
Honestly, yeah, I 100% agree on that. I do think DLC is the right way to go with that.
Pokemon's finally caught up with the times.
And
like
that's the way I put it earlier on Twitter was because there were people complaining about it, and I was just like, what it is basically Pokemon's catching up with the times and just, you know, following a lot of not even the bad practice, just the practices that the industry has been doing for years now that Pokemon just hasn't been doing.
Yeah. Like Sword and Shield has done so much streamlining for Pokemon that should have been a thing for a long time. Like party experience and not having random encounters. And now DLC instead of selling you the game again. And it is funny that people will say like, "Oh man, I can't believe they cut this content out to sell it back to us later." It's like
They didn't.
If you think that about first off, that's really not how it works. Not as often as you might think. Especially since the DLC is not coming out for a few more months, so they're not even done with it.
The first pack's not coming out until June.
Yeah, like core development of it probably didn't like. Okay, removing content to put it in DLC later on is not a thing that happens remotely as common as people think it does, because usually the game's boundaries are planned in pre-production.
Yep.
And if DLC is going to happen, most like yeah, DLC being a thing, like there might be like, you know, oh hey, we should do DLC for this game at some point down the line, and that's absolutely what was said at some point with Sword and Shield. It's like, oh, we're gonna do DLC at some point down the line instead of a third version. What that DLC includes, they probably didn't start on pre-production until maybe 2018.
Yeah.
Which by that point, Sword and Shield had already been in development for 2 years. Mm-hmm. And frankly, people will complain about this, but then in the same breath they'll say that Emerald or Crystal or Platinum is their favorite Pokemon game.
That's the thing that got me the most, was the fact that people were saying, "Oh, this is a money laundering scheme." It's like they were literally reselling the game on a near yearly basis. And here's the big thing that makes me laugh about that, is the fact that it's also cheaper.
Significantly cheaper.
Yeah, it's like half the price of what a re-release usually would be.
And with the whole like, oh, with the idea that they cut things out for the sake of selling it back to us later, it's like where were you guys when they were literally like reselling us the game with content that may have been cut out or something? Like, where were the complaints about content being sold back to us with all the third versions?
It's
nowhere.
It's
literally nowhere.
It's because
it's Sword and Shield.
It's Sword and Shield, but it's also because we're still at a time where a lot of players treat DLC like a swear word.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty positive about most DLC, to be honest, more than most people, just because I mean, just because like between DLC being like really good ways for game developers to get more mileage out of a project and with less work and make more profit. A lot more profit. DLC sales, because they're digital, DLC sales are almost pure profit.
Yeah.
Other than money that goes back into man hours, like DLC sales are like pure profit because there's no manufacturing costs and distribution costs. Just you put a file on, I mean, not literally you put a file on a server, but you put a file on a server and you let people give you $30 for it.
Yeah. And again, good DLC very often just extends game time for a lot of games.
Yeah. I rather like, I mean, I know that, I know there are some scummy DLC practice out there, but generally speaking, I'm pretty positive about the idea of DLC and what kinds of things come with it. But I'm also a filthy corporate apologist who hates piracy, so.
Alright, let's clear out all this goop.
I'm just a Game Freak bootlicker who just wants more Pokemon, which, yep, you are correct. I absolutely want more Pokemon and inject that directly into my veins.
Uh-oh. Oh, right, I forgot some of them drop water bottles.
Gamers' thoughts on DLC are basically the same as their thoughts on women. Oh my god.
Spaz, you can't just say that.
He's not wrong, though. I loved this one great tweet the other day. It was Game Freak. We can't put all the Pokemon in the game because there's too many. There's too many and it's too resource intensive at this point. Gamers, how dare you? Other development company. We can't put women in this game because it's too unrealistic or whatever. Gamers. Yeah, sounds about right.
Right, I saw that tweet. There was actually, I can't remember what company it was, but there was actually a company that said, oh, we didn't add any female playable characters because the animations are too hard. Or, like, cost too much. And then there was, like, an animator from another studio. It's like, yeah, this ain't the 2000s. It's easy to do it now.
They say that like they're gonna apply realistic boob, thigh, and ass physics to all the curvature on a woman, and it's like, no, you're not. If you do, that's creepy, for one.
And also sexist, because it's like, hey, you're all about equality, and yet you're still going like, oh, we have to apply all these realistic physics and all the ladies. Meanwhile, guys are just like, eh. I don't know. Video games are weird.
But yeah, to rewind back to the, like, actual point, I am pretty happy. That Pokemon Direct was honestly pretty stellar. I went into it expecting to be bored out of my mind, and I came out of it smiling, and my heart was soaring, and I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready.
Do what I'm ready for?
Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Well, yes. But also, remember we were discussing earlier today the fact that...
Oh, there's absolutely a general direct happening within the next, like, week or two.
Exactly. That's what I'm looking forward to. Between the SKU thing, or how do you pronounce that?
SKU.
The SKU things and Challenger 5, it's gonna happen soon.
Yeah, it's just SKU is just how it's just how people pronounce SKU. I don't actually even know what SKU stands for, and I've worked retail for so much of my life.
Boy, you blob things. Oh right, he's got tornadoes. PD Piranha can create tornadoes just out of nowhere. He's like, sup, I've got tornadoes now.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked to play more Pokemon this summer and this fall, and lose another 20 to 30 to 40 hours into Pokemon Sword and Shield. Oh boy.
Hey, stop throwing tornadoes and just spit.
Oh, oh god, the PD Piranha fight is RNG, is such bad RNG. There are, I think, I forget, but there are like, I think it might be dozens, it might be measured in dozens of different seeds for the PD Piranha RNG, and it's just great. So depending on what pattern you get, you can be fighting this thing for like a few minutes or days. Not literally, but
it'll feel like it. And again, chat, if there's any, like, again, lag or something going on, please let me know. If things are going weird, I'll try to fix it. But, judge the fact no one said anything, it sounds like that's not the case.
also I'm on the subject of I promise I will not make this entire stream about Pokemon because I already talk so fucking much about Pokemon in my own streams.
Yeah, but go ahead.
But like one thing I'm really happy about is that like and we talked about this last night, Mav, but like overwork and crunch hasn't really been a problem for Pokemon anyways because of the 3-year development cycle they already get.
Yeah.
But like the fact that now they're getting more mileage out of every project and pooling more resources into them too, it's like cool. That's just good. Like, whether or not there was crunch to begin with or not, that's just a good thing. I also like that we're not gonna see. We are absolutely not going to see another core Pokemon game until 2021 at the earliest.
Yep.
Hell, I mean, depending on how the first batch of DLC goes, they might just make more DLC and then in like 2023 release Gen 9 and not have Sinnoh remakes at all.
Rest in peace.
Rippin' spaghetti, the Sinnoh remakes.
Rippin' spaghetti.
I mean, they're gonna happen.
Rippin' spaghetti, Nintendo forgetty.
I saw a Crunchyroll headline earlier. It was why Sinnoh are still the most underappreciated Pokemon games, and I had to just scoff at that, honestly. Like, we're at the point now where like the people that grew up with Sinnoh are adults, and so like where we were at for a while there with Gen 1 or Gen 2 or Gen 3, we're now at with Gen 4.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, now Gen 4 are the patron saints of Pokemon. And it's weird seeing people call, like... And this is not to be mean to anyone who does just really love Sinnoh and Platinum, but it is so weird to hear... Yeah, like Mav here. But it is so weird to not only hear it called the best Pokemon games, but hear it called underrated in any capacity. Because, like, really?
Gen 4 was pretty popular. I wouldn't really say any gen is underrated.
Like, when compared to each other, I guess you can, like, you can make a hierarchy. Like, I'd say Gen 5, 6, and depending on who you ask, 7 are kind of on the lower end of that scale. But I mean, every Pokemon game sells gangbusters and is critically beloved.
And not to
Because
mention,
Game Freak pays out
and again,
critics.
especially when you take retrospective into account, and if you take retrospective into account, Gen 5 is hugely popular.
Oh yeah, no, I mean Gen 5 has like the initial backlash from things like, well, oh shoot, the Rathalos and the Anjanath are fighting. The initial backlash.
My favorite backlash.
Basically gone. Like, you don't still see, I mean, not really, at least, you don't really see people complaining about the fact that there's an ice cream cone or a garbage bag Pokemon
Not
anymore.
really, no.
Like, those controversies have long since subsided, and people are like, oh hey, Gen 5 has, like, the best soundtrack in any Pokemon game?
Yeah.
And,
again,
the villains are incredible?
A lot of people just appreciate the fact that they went more story-driven.
Oh yes.
That's the big thing I know a lot of people like about Gen 5, is that it went more story-driven.
The story compels your actions instead of you just stumbling into stuff like, hoop-de-doo, I'm a 12-year-old kid that just happened to take down an entire crime organization with no backup.
Yeah, that's often how it happens. Hello, I'm off to become the best that ever was. Oh hey, eco-terrorists!
I literally, I actually, in my
Burp playthrough?
No, my Games of the Decade video, Pokemon Black and White is on the list, spoilers, I guess, but I talk about how great the villains are. I talk about how Getsus is like a truly wicked person in a series full of petty criminals and nonsensical eco-terrorists.
Yeah, because I remember someone was discussing like the plans of every single Pokemon villain, like every organization, And a lot of them get pretty absurd.
Here's a hot take. A lot of people say that Team Flare is the worst villain in the series. Here's a hot take. I think Team Magma and Aqua are the worst, actually.
Really?
Yeah. They don't really do much of any. So there's a few reasons. First off, they don't really do much of anything. Their plans are stupid as shit, anyways. We're gonna drown the world or dry up the oceans because why? Terraforming.
See, I can't remember if it was canon or just in a fan comic, but they talked about at least with Team Magma, that's like, you know, they drought the planet so they can, you know, uncover more of what's below, which is kind of dumb, but yeah. Meanwhile, flood the Earth because why?
See that big fish? I'm gonna wrestle with it.
I want to wrestle a fish.
But like, so okay. Not only do Team Aqua and Team Magma have like a really dumb, nonsensical like goal, but so here's a fun fact. At least in Base Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald, there's one extra, but in Base Ruby and Sapphire, across both Team Aqua and Magma, they use 4 Pokemon.
Really?
Poochyena, Zubat, Carvana, Numel. That's it.
Huh.
Emerald adds Baltoy to Team Magma's spread, and that's literally it. Oh, and I think there's like a single Team Aqua Grunt that uses a Whalmer at some point in Emerald.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, fighting them isn't particularly fun. Their plan makes absolutely no freaking sense. I'd say that Team Aqua and Magma are honestly the worst villains in the series. If we're talking like, you know, being compelling.
And if we're talking specifically the games.
Because from both a like storytelling perspective and a gameplay perspective, there's really nothing compelling about Team Aqua and Magma. At the very least, like the best they have going for them is that in the remakes they gave the admins a lot more personality, but that is literally it. Which, cool, but still not a whole lot. Like, yes, we get to see Courtney say slurp once, and that's been the source of so much fan art.
I don't want to know.
But yeah. Wow, Ben shit-talking Gen 3. Never would have thought the day would come.
I mean, we've all heard the Wallace rant.
That's fair.
See, never forget the Wallace rant. But yeah, it's like, looking at the actual plans of Pokemon villains, very often it's actually not that compelling.
It's really not. There's a lot of total nonsense.
Like, we have Giovanni, who's just like
and it's funny that like some of the best villains are the ones that people make fun of for being totally nothing. Like Team Rocket, in context of that world, it's like, oh god, that's an actual like mob.
Yeah.
They're actually like, they're actual criminals.
It's a mafia. Alright, let's see. Is this gonna work?
Oh, you're doing the thing.
I love that.
Alright.
Off he goes. I love that glitch.
Once I kill this Anjanath, I'm gonna check the chat for a minute and see see how upset I've made people.
Meanwhile, I'm just lost in the abyss.
Have fun. Good luck getting back.
I've done this glitch so many times. I presented this glitch for a class in school.
Bro, really?
Yeah, well,
That's
because
spectacular.
for our quality assurance class, our very first assignment was we had to do a quality assurance write-up. Basically, for context, what quality assurance write-ups are is when you're actually doing QA for a game and you come across a bug, you have to do a write-up about it and essentially submit it to the developers so that they can deal with it. And you essentially have to test a few times, explain how exactly you did it, how frequent it happens, and how serious of an issue that you think it is as a glitch, like if it's game-breaking or not. And so our first assignment for this class is that we had to take 3 games and then just do 3 bug write-ups. One of the ones I did was this bug in Mario Sunshine, and for the sake of providing more of a, to help emphasize it all, I actually recorded footage of all the bugs myself. This one was fun. I got 100 on that assignment.
That's spectacular.
The ones I picked this one. I picked a bug from Crash Tag Team Racing that I found by accident. No, that one I knew. It was basically the drawbridge that, because to enter the second world in Crash Tag Team Racing, there's a drawbridge that needs to be brought back down. Well, there's no collision on the drawbridge. You can jump right through it while it's up. And Enter the Dragon. And then for the third game, I went with Enter the Dragonfly and found a glitch by accident where I died while catching a dragonfly, and the camera locked positions when I respawned.
Okay.
So someone just entered the chat and said, "What did I come into? You are witnessing majesty.
Oh yeah.
It's all coming together."
Oh yeah. Mario's not coming back.
By all accounts, this doesn't
someone
make
is
any
running.
sense.
Someone is Wait, is it move? Someone
Okay,
is running
Ben.
around above me.
Ben,
Hum.
this one's all for you. Someone in the chat asked, "What do you think of Fire Emblem Three Houses?"
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love Fire Emblem Three Houses. Play it. It's so good. Mav still needs to play it.
Yeah, it is on my backlog. It's on my shelf. It is ready to be played.
Yeah, Three Houses is great.
People in the chat are very
I don't think
confused.
they're like even in a year with Luigi's Mansion 3 and Pokemon Sword and Shield, Three Houses was my game of 2019. Super good game.
Let's see.
Loved it to bits.
Do you need to purchase the packs with either money or Wumpa coins to get every character in course in Nitro Fuel? No. You could basically get... Well, first off, all the tracks are just automatically unlocked. You don't have to buy any of them. As for characters, you literally just get them with the in-game money. And this is not like a pack thing. It's just like 3 months after an event, they are permanently put into the game. A lot of people are talking about Golden Deer now in the chat. What's your opinion?
I'm still trying to find this Anjanath and finish it off so I can start scrolling through the chat again.
What's your opinion on Beyond Good and Evil? Haven't played it.
Haven't played it.
Also,
The sequel is happening. That's all I can say about it. Oh, there he is.
someone
He
said,
woke up.
I know it's been a few months, but did Ben ever get the milkshake?
Yeah.
They probably watched the highlights and didn't see the actual stream.
But yeah, I did get that milkshake. It was okay.
I also saw someone earlier ask, which was more disappointing, Colors or Forces, and I'm like, I didn't play Forces.
If I could muster any excitement for a game like Sonic Forces, well, that would be a miracle in and of itself.
Yeah. That's a game that was like, I was interested initially, and then the second they started showing gameplay, it's just like, no.
Honestly, they kind of lost me. They kind of lost me at Classic Sonic.
I was confused at Classic Sonic. When he showed up, I'm like, why?
It's Generations 2, like literally 6 years after the first one.
And they kept saying it's not Generations 2. It's like, it's Generations 2.
It was Generations 2.
Gameplay-wise, it was absolutely Generations 2. Actually,
You may not have been revisiting old Sonic worlds, but it was Generations 2.
I mean, you were
now
revisiting...
featuring a make your own furry.
I mean, you did visit old Sonic worlds. You went to Green Hill like 5 times in that game.
I just meant that wasn't like the main hook of the game. Was like, because there was a lot of
There were
original
original areas.
Come on.
Someone says it's Sonic Forces might have been the Sonic 06 of the Boost era. No, I wouldn't say that.
Sonic Forces functions. It's just not.
That's the thing. Forces functions. The problem is that just by design, it's not a good game.
Yeah, Sonic 06 is an undercooked game. Sonic Forces is a game that the recipe was a failure to begin with.
That's a very good analogy.
Thank you. I came up with it just now. Hey, I killed the engine ass.
Steph just... Oh my goodness, Steph just brought up a point that's gonna make you mad.
Okay, classic Sonic being shown in the first Forza trailer was as big as a red flag as Palpatine being shown in the Rise of Sky. Yeah, Steph
is 100% right.
Yeah, like... Man... I gotta be honest, I wanted Rise of Skywalker to be good, but, like, those trailers did not sell me on it, really.
Not really, no.
Like... Especially not like, oh yeah, we're bringing back Palpatine. We're exploring the ruins of a Death Star. Look at these Star Wars things you like, guys.
It's Lando. It's funny because again, I remember I saw a tweet so early on comparing it said like Last Jedi, let the past die, kill it if you have to. Rise of Skywalker, look at all this nostalgia.
Yeah. Okay.
Where am I going?
I'm just scrolling through some of the chat to see what I missed. That engine hunt actually took a long time, so I'm just gonna not. Do you by any chance play Dragalia Lost? Absolutely not.
Nah. I know the question was for you, but I can also say that, nah.
I tried playing it on. I do have a new phone now, so the new phone can probably run it, but I tried Dragalia Lost for a few minutes on my old phone that could barely run it, and I don't know, I don't really like the gameplay. By that logic, Last Jedi is 06 and Rise of Skywalker's Forces. No?
No, not at all.
This analogy of comparing Sonic games to Star Wars movies is starting to fall apart.
Yeah.
Cause like, I don't know. I guess we could compare Last Jedi to Unleashed, a game that's better for reasons that people don't give it credit for, but still flawed.
Yep.
Like people point to things that are. People point to things that about Last Jedi that are bad that aren't even like the actually bad things about it. And yeah, there are some problems with that movie. They spend a lot of time on fetch quests.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Rise of Skywalker, ugh.
That's a movie that the more and more I think about it, the more and more I dislike it.
I'm sad.
Holiday special is the '06 of Star Wars. That is accurate.
Oh, he was more talking about the let the past die versus look at all the nostalgia. Okay.
Oh, okay. You know, yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
That's a fair point, yeah. Actually, that's literally part of the plot of Sonic 06. Kill the past.
Yep. Meanwhile, Forces is like, hey, we're going through Green Hill again.
The end of Sonic 06 is so weird. Like, why is Solaris a candle?
Why is Solaris?
Yeah...
Solaris is just one of the weirdest antagonists in any Sonic game.
Solaris is just one of the weirdest things in gaming, really. Like, why are you? At all?
You're a candle, but also when you're split apart.
You're a candle.
So,
I don't know.
Solaris.
Sure.
Disney Marvel is way better than Disney Star Wars. I can agree with that.
Oh, yeah.
I can 100% agree with that.
I mean, that's not even a contest, man. Disney Marvel has made some of the best movies of this generation.
Easily. Easily.
For as overhyped as some of them get, and for as, like... I remember seeing that post that you quote retweeted the MCU is so underappreciated thing, and I laughed. Like, I got what they were trying to say, because like the MCU gets like people turn their nose up at it a lot.
Yeah, that's why I deleted my tweet, because I realized that I was missing the point they were getting at.
Yeah, cinephiles like to turn their nose up at the MCU,
because they see it as...
I would never ever use the word underappreciated in the same sentence as MCU.
Given Endgame is the highest grossing movie of all time. And also, they're just popular movies in general.
Oh, shoot.
Because that's the thing, it's not that it's just the highest grossing movie of all time. Look at its Rotten Tomatoes score. It's in the 90s.
Yeah, it's a great movie, and a lot of people like agree with that sentiment.
It wasn't just the fact that it made money, it's that it made money and a lot of people really liked it.
It made money, and a lot of people think it's really, really good, and it is really, really good.
This isn't an Avatar situation. It didn't just make money and everyone's just like, oh, this didn't.
I can't believe it almost didn't make it. Oh, I would have been so sad.
Yep. The funny thing is I remember seeing people make comments about, with Avatar 2 coming out, they're like, oh, Avatar 2 is going to take it back. It's like, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
No one cares about Avatar anymore. They haven't cared about it in over a decade.
Does Disney even really care about Avatar?
No, they don't. Because the Avatar projects were already happening before Disney bought Fox. So Disney's kind of just letting it happen. Some person said they prefer Infinity War over Endgame.
That's fair. I will say that as much as I love Endgame, I'd say that Infinity War is probably the technically better movie. Just it's a little more tightly wound.
And for what it had to do, it does it incredibly well.
The fact that Infinity War exists in the state it's in at all is nothing short of a miracle. Like, that movie shouldn't be good. It really shouldn't be good. But it is. It's great.
Remember, this is the same industry that struggles with, like, having more than one villain per movie. And now here we are with Infinity War with its massive cast. Should not work as well as it does.
I mean, Infinity War out here with one hero versus dozens of villains.
Very funny. something. Thanos was right.
Glad you picked up what I was putting down, but
yeah, the second you said one hero, I'm like, oh, I know where this is going.
No, but really, the way they wrote the movie with like it was Infinity War was the Thanos movie.
Yeah.
And the way they wrote the script around that, like, is why that movie ended up I feel like that's a lot of the reason that movie ended up being as good as it is.
I don't remember where this last red coin is, so I'm just gonna keep wandering around while we talk. What's your thoughts on Rune Factory 4 Remake? I have not played Rune Factory in ages, so you're asking the wrong person. The only Rune Factory game I played was 2, and I played it for like an hour.
I'm remembering our conversation about Endgame. I think this was last night, but we were talking about the trailers and how it was like, oh, they only showed anything from the first 20 minutes.
Oh,
And I was
right,
like,
right.
Actually, it was the first hour. And you're like, what do you mean? It was like the first half an hour tops. I was like, Mav, do you want to know how long this movie actually is?
Like,
it's a long
I knew it was
movie.
long, but I just underestimated how much, like the actual, like, scaling of time. Because I remember you mentioning the scene with Hawkeye happens almost an hour
The scene
in.
where Hawkeye is reintroduced is almost an hour in, and that's just a testament to how well the movie's paced, really. The fact that a 3-hour-long movie doesn't feel like it's even remotely that long.
Ah, there it is. Okay, I was like, where's the last red coin? I finally found it. Well, where are you gonna spawn? Oh, right, you spawn on the windmill. It's a good thing I can just do that. Oh, okay, that works too.
I think you talked about liking Nier Automata back in 2017. Have you ever tried to play the other Dragon Guard games?
Nope.
I guess that's a question for... Did you play Nier Automata?
Of course I did.
Well, I didn't. I didn't know it did. Mav, it's got a butt. Like...
Fair enough. But yes, I did play. I did play Nier Automata.
I know that's like I say that half jokingly, but like you typically just don't play M-rated games anyways.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is I was so reluctant, but then I played the demo and really enjoyed the combat, so I was like, okay, oh. And the thing is, I remember talking at EB Games to an employee about it, and they said pre-order it even if you're just interested because they were only getting limited stock at the time.
Did you buy it full price?
Yeah, I got it at full price.
Ooh, yikes. That game dropped in price within, like, 4 months. Like, radically dropped in price.
Yeah, I got it right at the start.
Like, I think I got it for maybe $15 or $20, and I bought it, like... No, I bought it, like... I bought it late 2017, but still, like, the fact that a game that came out that year I bought for $20...
Yeah.
Like, I bought, like... Not even Persona 5 was that low. Like, I bought Persona 5 for $45 when I bought Persona 5.
One person asked...
And I am ready to spend $60 on the game again.
Someone says, what do you think of the Persona 5 Dynasty Warriors spin-off? You mean Persona 5 2?
Yeah, if you're... Persona 5 Scramble is not just a Muso. Not even close.
If you watch the... In fact, even in the recent trailer... There's a very brief snippet where in the logo it literally says Persona 5 2.
That first trailer for Persona 5 Scramble did not sell me on it because it just looked like a Muso, but that second trailer was so good. That second trailer was incredible.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, it's not just a Muso.
It's Persona 5 2.
It's an action RPG. It's a follow-up to the story. It's got the life sim visual novel sections that you know and love. It's Persona 5 2, baby.
Contrary to popular belief, Koei Tecmo is not just doing another Warriors game.
I'm so excited, man. It's also so weird that Persona 5 2 is going to be on the Switch, but Persona 5 is not.
They'll probably announce a port at some point.
Maybe. Someone asked something directly at me. I questioned if they even needed to do Endgame. Thanos may have won, but it didn't really seem like the universe was in a crisis after 5 years. Wait, what?
What? Did you not see the entire world in ruins?
Shit was bad, yo. I mean, people were like, the world was only just barely starting to pick up the pieces 5 years later.
It was in an awful state. And we're also not going to forget when the snap happened. Like, remember when they show Nick Fury when the snap happens, and like you see, like, the city is basically in chaos.
Yeah.
Like everything's falling apart. One person apparently. Wait, hold on. Am I reading this right?
What's that?
They should just make The Last Airbender 2. That would beat Endgame. What? No!
They should what?
Someone's talking about they want a second Last Airbender there, and they want it to beat Endgame in the box office.
I came here 15 minutes ago. Did you already talk about that Pokemon Direct? Yep, I liked it a lot. I'm really excited. Did I Monster Hunter World Iceborne? I sure did.
Yes, I'm not sure if Samuel Shears is being ironic or not about the whole Last Airbender 2 thing.
Probably.
Because man,
I can't imagine he means that with any sort of sincerity.
Because man, I've seen Last Airbender. That's a bad movie. That's
I have
really
too.
bad.
It's a laughably bad movie.
Mm-hmm. For someone who claims to like be a huge fan, there's a lot he got wrong.
Shamalonga ding dong, baby.
I remember constantly joking about this. Is that if Shyamalan did a second movie, I was like, what is he gonna screw up? Is he gonna forget that Toph's blind or something?
Oh man. You have a great portrayal of a handicapped person in Toph, and just throw that away because it's inconvenient for the storytelling.
I can't believe you even considered that I was serious. It's kind of hard to tell sarcasm through text. Let's be real. Alright, we're now going to Rico Harbor.
I more so mean once the pieces have started to pick up during the 5 years, yes, the world was in crisis, but after the 5 years it feels like it's almost back to square one. I mean, it would have taken a long time for. I mean, look at the there's those like panning over shots of like that baseball stadium and that like New York harbor, and it's like the world's not even been cleaned up. Like 5 years later, and there's still just garbage from the snap everywhere.
Yeah, like people are just utterly discouraged. They're not even bothering cleaning up.
No
the
one's
whole
even
mess.
bothering to clean up the mess.
Because everyone's just so discouraged.
Like, Scott walks down this suburban road and he's like, what the hell happened here? Not even suburbia got cleaned up. And granted, shit got cleaned up real fast, but I mean, yeah, you throw 3.5 billion people back into the world and stuff will get cleaned up pretty quickly.
They look at what happened to the world. They're like, what have you done with our planet? Come on, let's fix this.
Gotta pick up the pieces.
Captain Planet. Captain Planet would have beaten Thanos easily. Okay, so someone asked, what's a game that's coming out that you're looking forward to, not counting remakes or remasters, and the question also goes to you. Well, not counting remakes or remasters takes out my easy answer, so there.
I was gonna say, it takes out my easy answer too, because I would have said P5R.
Oh yeah, P5R.
Which, and I also probably would have said Tokyo Mirage Sessions and Xenoblade Remastered. There's a lot of re-releases this year that I'm itching to play.
Well, again, for me, I would have said FF7 Remake, but now you saying I can't say that, so,
Breath of the Wild 2.
Oh, right, we're entering this conversation again.
I'm stuck. Yeah, okay, so I guess I'll bring this up on your stream now.
Oh, go ahead.
I would not be surprised if we see Breath of the Wild holiday this year or first quarter of next year, because that game is absolutely further along than a lot of people would probably assume. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying people are saying that it's probably early in development, but I know that there's a lot of people thinking that.
Yeah, like they're thinking that was like early footage. Here's the thing.
Yeah, kind of like the Metroid Prime 4 thing. It's like, oh, it's just now entering development. That is like that game is given. Okay, so given the pre-production of that game, did you said you found an interview about the development process and the
For,
production, right?
for Breath of the Wild 2?
Yeah, like it entered pre-production like after
Well, it was
after the DLC was done.
Well, basically, no, it was during the DLC's pre-production because a lot of the ideas for Breath of the Wild 2 was basically stuff they wanted to do for the DLC, but they just weren't able to.
It's a Mario Galaxy 2 situation in that way. Which,
Yeah.
speaking of which, we're probably gonna see an Odyssey 2 within the next couple of years.
If not like next year.
Yeah. Shoot, I mean, they
if
could.
we're lucky this year.
They could announce Mario Odyssey 2 during the January Direct and release it this year, and I wouldn't even be surprised.
It has been. Here's the thing. Here's the greatest thing to think about. While it's still a few months, or like while it was at the end of the year, it has been 3 years since Odyssey came out.
Yeah, it's jarring to think about, but like those first year Switch games are 3 years old now. Like, and 3 years is a pretty typical length in development cycle, and with games that are using a pre-existing engine and their pre-production was like their pre-production bled into the production of another game entirely.
And
Like-
especially since, as we saw in that trailer, they're clearly reusing at least a good chunk of the Hyrule world for Breath of the Wild 2.
It's already been said that they're using the same overworld.
So that saves them a lot of time.
Lot of time. Granted, they will probably fill that overworld with a lot of different stuff, but it is taking place in the same Hyrule.
Yeah, but the
Which-
point of the matter
dope.
is, there's a lot of like early development stuff that doesn't need to be done. Do you think you'll make a review of Nitro when they finish making DLC? Here's the thing: we have no idea when they're going to be done with the DLC. We have no idea.
You can make a review now, and it could be outdated within a month.
Yeah. The plan is, at this point, if I am going to do a review, it's going to be like a 1-year retrospective, essentially. And then just sort of cut it off there. At least that's my plan. Did you both get the DLC for Three Houses? I don't have the DLC yet, because again, I only have the base game and haven't started it yet.
I got the DLC for Three Houses because I wanted to wear the maid outfit. In all seriousness, the Three Houses season pass, yes, the costumes are funny, but getting that oh shit, my cannon. Having access to the oh fuck. There's a quote unquote story update coming out in April, and that is really interesting. I am like 100% confident that it's another route. I'm pretty stoked.
Oh, someone
I
brought up
didn't
something.
die, did I?
No, we were just listening.
Sorry.
Someone noted, you ever realize Gooper Blooper, Ely Mouth, and King Boo are the only non-Bowser bosses to not turn into Gooper Sand when defeated? Thing is, though, that's like half the bosses in the game. It's kind of half and half.
He said Gooper Blooper and
Ely Mouth
Gooper
and
Bloop-
King Boo. Which leaves Petey Piranha.
I mean, King Boo doesn't turn into goop, but he does explode into fruit juice. It's kind of like it.
Oh. Well, I have my first death now.
Oh wow, you only just now died for the first time? Well done.
Yeah, I screwed up on the blooper race.
blooper surfing.
Yeah, I screwed up on a jump. I'm usually pretty decent at this. Again, I just goofed up.
You
yeah,
done goofed, didn't you?
But yeah, I haven't died yet up until now.
But yeah, I did buy the Three Houses DLC, and I am stoked to see what it brings. Let's see, chat.
Oh, apparently someone's telling you to watch your mouth.
Huh?
Someone's telling you to watch your mouth.
Oh, damn it. Heck, I gotta
golly,
watch my...
golly gee.
I gotta watch my flippin' language.
You start doing
if it was QG, he'd say I gotta watch my farkin' language.
I've never heard him say that before.
He quotes, he uses Gunvolt swearing all the time, or used to at least.
That's from Gunvolt?
Yeah, Gunvolt has weird like not swears. I'm pretty sure that's Gunvolt at least.
I played like an hour of Gunvolt, so I don't even remember. What do you mean that time was weak?
Horse jit, Gunvolt, yeah. Yeah, Gunvolt has a lot of not swearing in it. So
Huh.
I'm pretty sure I've heard QG quote the not swearing from Gunvolt quite a few times.
Oh, Steph brought up one. The best not swearing in gaming is still peck neck.
What? Where's that from?
Hat in Time.
Oh, I lost on me.
Who do you... Okay, I like this question. Who do you think Challenger 5 is going to be?
It's Gino.
You think it's going to be Gino?
I don't freaking know, man.
You're still on the
At
Gino
this
boat?
point, I mean, I'm still on the Gino boat, as in I want it, but I don't know if it's gonna be Gino or not.
Okay, fine. Who do you want Challenger 5 to be?
Gino.
There you go.
Or Monster Hunter. It would actually, it actually isn't terribly outside of the realm of possibility for it to be a Monster Hunter.
No, especially since they have the advantage of, well, there's a Monster Hunter monster in the game already.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I got it. Someone said, don't know it's a third party, but we at least know last one's female character. That never got confirmed.
What's that?
That apparently the last character is a female character. That never got confirmed.
Yeah, that never got confirmed.
That was part of the quote unquote leaks that.
Wasn't that supposed to be character 4 that was the female
character 4 was supposed to be the female character, and then it turned out to be Terry.
Well, I mean, he does have a ponytail, I guess.
And there is grill version of Terry. That was in one game.
It's such a shame they didn't include Fatal Cutie Terry in Smash. I say that only half jokingly. I would have laughed so hard.
I remember a lot of people unironically expecting female Terry to show up. It's like, female Terry was in one game, and most fans weren't the biggest fan of that.
I will confess, I did kind of think it was likely just on account of like that being like a Nintendo exclusive SNK game.
Fair.
Or at least it was. I don't know if it's come to other platforms.
No,
since,
I think it's still Switch only.
But that's the only reason I would have given it any salt. I mean, if my Shiranui
is not for the good boys and girls.
If my Shiranui isn't good enough to be for good boys and girls, then Fatal Cutie Terry is absolutely not happening.
No. Oh, right. Everyone said there was going to be a female Joker because of quote-unquote data mines.
Yeah, what happened with that?
I don't know. Because, again, there was talks of, like, ponytail Joker, and that's gone nowhere.
What happened with that, man? Like, do you think maybe there was a time where Kasumi was going to be playable? Like, as an alternative to Joker?
Maybe?
Like, maybe?
It's hard to say, really. Go away, bloopers.
But yeah, I don't know who like, there's a lot of
Directions it could go.
possibilities.
A lot of directions it could go.
I'd like a Monster Hunter. I'd like Geno. I would be okay with a lot of things. Dr. Eggman would be dope.
Yeah, I'd be down for Dr. Eggman.
Especially since Sega hasn't, like, barring Joker, who is Atlas representation, Sega hasn't seen a new rep.
Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Which is also a character who's, like, partially owned by Nintendo because of the whole publishing deal.
I was gonna say there's the fact that Bayonetta 2 was published by Nintendo, and Bayonetta itself is a Platinum Games property.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but Sega had the publishing right over it, but it's like co-owned by Sega and co-owned by Nintendo. It's weird.
The rights for Bayonetta are so weird that we might as well we can just throw up our hands and clump her with wherever we feel like.
Basically, she's like a second party rep.
Yeah. Like Pikachu.
Yeah, technically Pikachu's second party.
Yep. Where the frick am I
Technically
supposed to
Kirby's
go?
second party.
But yeah, I'm not, like, if you had asked me the question, like, at different points in time, I would have been confident in certain answers, but at this point, I just don't know.
Yeah. So people are talking about how Mai could have been in because, you know, other characters got toned down, like Samus, Palutena, and Bayonetta. Here's the thing. There is no way they could have toned down Mai without people getting mad.
They could have just given her full body tights. That would have been hot.
Here's the thing, though. Mai has never worn that at all in the series.
I don't care. It would have been hot. Mithra never wore tights in Xenoblade 2. Nah, in all seriousness, I'm just being a stinker.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I think that's all I have to do, right?
Oh, I hate those stupid wind things. I like it for the glitch, but when it actually starts, like, affecting gameplay, it's like, please stop.
But yeah, it could be a lot of different things. I did see on Twitter today, I did post about this on Twitter today, it's not Dante. Did you not see what I posted about this?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so basically a Smash News page reported that, like, the DMC team may or may not be hinting at Dante coming to Smash. And what they were quoting were, in this, like, okay, well, one, some dates being teased about news for the DMC3 re-release.
Yeah, but that ties into DMC3, at least... I'm pretty sure it ties in specifically to DMC3, but anyway, continue.
Two, they were quoting interviews from, like, a year ago now with the director of the series saying that he would love to see Dante in Smash, but first he has to get him on a Nintendo console, so let's rally to get Devil May Cry on a Nintendo console, guys.
And then the Switch ports happened. Like, I think DMC1 got announced literally days after he made that remark.
The simple truth of the matter is that he wouldn't be making remarks like that because these were quotes from 2019, as in the DLC for Smash was already planned.
Yeah, and honestly, he wouldn't be allowed to make joking remarks like that.
Like,
If there was an NDA, he would
could-
not have been allowed to say that.
like depending on how they go about, depending on how they would go about it, like either he would have to like, because if you say if you refuse to comment, that itself is a comment in some cases. So like,
Yeah.
there are probably canned responses of, you know, oh, I'd like to see Dante in Smash, but something that like
On the nose.
something's not on the nose, but something specifically like, oh yeah, I'd love to see Dante in Smash, but first we got to get him on a Nintendo console. Like, that's not someone like trying to cover up the fact that Dante's coming into Smash. That's
him being that's wishful thinking.
That's just him being hopeful. So it's probably not Dante.
Yeah, it's definitely not a Resident Evil rep after that Spirit event happened.
Nope.
I remember a lot of people were pushing for like Jill or Leon. It's like, oh, that's not happening.
Nope.
Huh. I remember that being a lot more difficult when I was younger.
What?
Getting into the Rico Tower.
Oh.
I remember struggling with that a lot more growing up. One person said Doom Guy. I'm like, maybe?
Oh yes. I'm down.
I'd be down for that.
Doom Guy's one character that I've been kind of rooting for a lot, especially with the angle of Doom being like the original FPS.
Or, yeah, the one that helped popularize the genre.
Yeah, like no, not literally the original FPS, but like Doom is what made FPS is what they are today.
Yeah. Say, Wolfenstein laid the groundwork, and Doom kind of just went to town with it.
Yeah.
Because, like, a lot of people say, if you want to be technical...
If first-person shooters had a... So... Here's a weird comparison. Wolfenstein is like Metroid, and Doom is like Symphony of the Night.
Yes, that is a perfect comparison.
It's like Symphony of the Night is what made Metroidvanias. Well, I mean, it added the Vania to the genre title, Metroidvania.
I'd say Wolfenstein is more like the Metroid / Super Metroid, because a lot of people don't talk about Metroid anymore. I mean, not a lot of people talk about the original Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like Wolfenstein 3D is the Super Metroid,
like,
while
Doom is like what
made
put
the genre
so
popular.
many standards of the FPS genre into place and shaped what we know FPSs as.
Yeah.
And not to mention, it's Doom. Oh my god,
Everyone knows what Doom is.
And we get cool music, and Doom Guy would be hilarious to play as, I'm sure.
Doom like I say, with the kind of pace Doom has as a series, even though he's lugging heavy armor, he'd be a very fast character.
Doom Guy would be so fun to play as, I bet.
Oh, most likely.
And I know people worry about like, oh, but what about his guns? Joker has a gun, Bayonetta has a gun.
For his neutral special, he wields a gun.
Snake has a variety of like actual like military grade explosives. I think he can get away with having a gun. Like, at the very least, the super exaggerated toy looking
Like the BFG.
Well, not even the BFG. I mean, just like the typical like sawed-off shotgun that like is iconic of that series, but it still looks like. It doesn't look like. It doesn't literally like it's like comparing an NES Zapper to like one of those old light guns that looks like an actual gun.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, yeah, that's clearly a shotgun, but is it like it's probably not gunny enough so that they can
Get
put
away
it in
with
the
it.
game. That was such a lame pun.
But again, then you have, again, Joker's gun, which is just literally gun.
It's literally just called gun. Captain Falcon has a gun on his side that he never uses. Yep.
That's true.
How would Smash Bros. depict Doom's hell? They'd.
I mean, it's not super. Here's the thing: it's not super duper graphic. It's like there's a lot of areas in Doom that's it's just a lot of, you know, red and orange sky, very like cliff-like structure.
And they don't have to call it hell either. They can like.
There's a lot of names for the areas in Doom that they can absolutely call it.
They could like make the Cyber Demon Arena and call it that, the Cyber Demon Arena.
What would Doom Guy's Final Smash be? The BFG.
Oh yeah.
It would 100% be the BFG.
Nothing else would even comes close. Like, it would have to be the BFG.
What would you say is your favorite game of 2019? For me, if we're counting remakes, CTR. If not, DMC5.
Three Houses. Idionoben, do you think they're pretty much fresh out of Konami rep for Smash? I don't think Contra or Silent Hill could get an effective Smash representation, and Bomberman's an assist trophy.
If it weren't for Bomberman, I'd say they'd add him. Like, if it weren't for that, he was assist trophy. Aside from that, I do think he's right.
Oh yeah.
I think there's not really any other major Konami characters you could add.
Not off the top of my head.
Because that's the thing, like, Konami has a lot of iconic franchises, but not really characters tied to it. And the only other one I can think of, they would absolutely not include a rep, because there is no way they're putting Pyramid Head in Smash Brothers.
That'd be pretty wicked, though.
It would be. It's not happening, but it'd be hilarious.
I'm just imagining. I don't know the name of the guy that's like been like dubbing the English Nintendo Directs, but like I'm just imagining the physical manifestation of James Sunderland's the physical manifestation of James Sunderland's guilt and desire to self-mutilate. Pyramid Head walks his way into the battlefield.
For his neutral special, he stabs you.
For his neutral special, he wields a massive rusty knife caked with the blood of his victims. For his neutral special, he stabs himself in the head with a spear. Because that's a thing Pyramid Head does for some reason.
As you do?
As you do.
I don't remember how to get to Gooper Blooper. Oh, he's right over there.
Oh, is this Gooper Blooper 2?
Yeah.
He's on the helicopter tarmac.
Yeah, I see him. I'm just... Again, it's been a while since I played Sunshine, so I'm just trying to remember how to get everywhere.
Why the fuck did I say tarmac and not just pad? What the fuck is wrong with me?
He's on the circle.
He's on the helipad.
Oh, okay, I remember how to get over there now.
Just jump.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, or that.
Because there's a little platform right here. Pop!
They should add Sparkster from Rocket Knight Adventure. Oh, I love that idea, actually. Sparkster, yeah.
Interesting choice.
Oh, I love Rocket Knight.
I have no idea you played Rocket Knight.
Yeah, I mean, I pirated it, and I was like 15 at the time, but I loved it. And that's why, and I was really disappointed that Rocket Knight didn't get onto the Genesis Mini, because it's one of my favorite games for the Genesis. It's one that I would like to own legally.
Yeah, I used to like emulate games so I could try them out, but now I'm in that state in life where I'm just like, no.
Yeah. Piracy is not my thing. This question is for both of you. What is your favorite way DLC was handled in any game?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
That's a very
actually.
good question.
As far as like, because that's a loaded question, because that could be like, so there's a lot of different ways I can approach this question. There's unpaid DLC updates.
Yeah.
There's paid DLC, and then there's like
Expansion packs.
By like, when you say how it was handled, do you mean the quality of the content
Or the practice?
The practice, yeah, the practice at play. How was it handled? What quantifies that? And in there's a lot of really good answers for this. One of the ones that I think of is Mario Kart 8.
Yes, I absolutely agree with that.
Mario Kart 8 has some of the best DLC, both in its practices and cost efficiency, and in what the content is. Some of the best DLC for any game ever made.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think you hit it right in the sweet spot there. Spider-Man PS4 pretty good. Yeah, I haven't played the Spider-Man PS4 DLC myself, but I heard really good things about it, and it's basically 3 expansion packs.
If we're talking free DLC updates over time, there's a lot of games I could answer this with, but Splatoon,
actually,
or Kirby Star Allies.
Actually, go ahead.
My example is going to be Shovel Knight.
I was going to get to that too, because that is something that's like, on one hand, that is absolutely absurd, releasing that much content completely for free.
I could be arrested for highway robbery.
As someone who has now gone through game design, knowing how it all works, I'm just like, how?
Because, oh, go ahead.
I was like, with how much content they've added, it's highway robbery.
Well, the thing is that the initial release of Shovel Knight made them a lot of money.
True, the game sold incredibly well.
They turned around the Plague Knight campaign as well as physical releases within a year, which brought in even more money. And then Spectre Knight came out about a year and a half after a year and a half after Plague Knight released, which not only did Spectre Knight get an individual release, but Shovel Knight, that was the first release of Shovel Knight Treasure Trove on a lot of systems.
Also sold really well.
Yeah, on the Switch, Shovel Knight sold incredibly on the Switch, despite that being the second or even third version of the game that a lot of people own. And the same thing happened with King Knight's campaign. Shovel Knight made a lot of money.
And it's a game a lot of people have rebought.
And a lot of that money probably went right back into working on Shovel Knight, but still, it made a lot of money.
Yeah, so when it comes to free content, I think that's one of the best handlings of it.
Shovel Knight's free content updates is, probably my go-to for,
I will say,
if we're talking free DLC.
I will say, unfortunately, I've noticed that a lot of people have looked at that, and now because of that, they kind of expect free DLC to be more of a common thing.
People look at stuff like Splatoon and Star Allies and to a lesser extent Overwatch and are kind of and yeah, not all the time, but yeah.
Well, I remember seeing a lot of people, even with Sword and Shield, that kept saying, "Oh, it should be free," the new content.
Yeah. Which, the funny thing is that the certain parts of it are free.
Yep.
The update to the decks, you can't natively catch them in Sword and Shield without the expansion pass, but you can access the decks
them.
Will be updated.
Yep.
The Pokemon will be there, and you can transfer and trade them all you want. Which is what people were complaining that was missing to begin with. Oh no, I can't transfer my Pokemon in. Well, now you can. Woohoo! And you don't have to pay a dime.
Yep.
If you want those new story sections and new areas, you have to shell out the cash. But Like,
Given how much
Pokemon
of it
themselves
is,
are not being, the Pokemon themselves are not being paywalled, and if they add any quality of life features to Sword and Shield, those will probably also come as free updates instead of, like, if they tweak some graphical stuff, that'll probably just be a mass patch instead of making people pay for it.
I've never seen a game use that and like patch for updates charge for updates like that. I've never seen a game do that.
Any quality of life updates or just general gameplay fixes that they make to Sword and Shield as part, like, that will come with the update will probably be free.
Yeah.
I saw someone suggest. Hold on.
Hey. Shanamari's being a butt.
So I saw someone earlier today talk about how, like, if they decided to go back and update some like, he said that he was kind of hoping they would go back and, like, you know, fix a few graphical things and maybe add a little more to the games, you know, add a little more to the game's, like, actual world, kind of like other third version games do.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of fair as an expectation. Like, it's not terribly outside of the realm of possibility. And if they do that sort of thing, I wouldn't expect them to make, like, if they are changing, like, the base game, they're not going to make you pay for changes to the base game.
No.
Like, if in this update, if in, like, let's say it's like version 4.0 or whatever, if in version 4.0, which is where the DLC first becomes accessible, they, like, oh, hey, some routes have gotten expanded and there's more items and Pokemon on these routes, they're not going to make you pay for that stuff.
No.
And if they do, I'll eat a big ol' slice of humble pie and call Game Freak a bunch of pieces of greedy shit, but...
Now, this mission I don't think I can do just yet, because as far as I'm aware, you need Yoshi for it. Which I don't have.
Is it Mission 8?
Yeah.
No, you can't do it yet.
Okay.
It's Yoshi's Fruit Adventure.
Oh, right.
The only way to do this is if you honey skip.
Which, no thank you.
Or wait, not honey skip. Sorry, jelly skipping. Whatever.
Point of the matter is, I'm not gonna try doing any crazy strats with that because I'm not good enough at this game for that.
Neither am I.
So I'm just gonna play the game in the legit way and just move on to Gelato Beach.
Bandai Namco is one of Smash's lead developers. Why haven't we gotten any more Bandai Namco reps outside of Pac-Man? That's the million-dollar question right there.
Yeah. People have been wanting that for ages. I still love this Toad just kind of just suffocating in the goop. He just, like, help.
At this rate, though, I think it'll be a minute before we see another Bamco character, because, like, if the most likely thing to happen next is a Tekken character, and I don't know if capping the fighter pass of the Tekken character would be the best move.
No, I'm fairly certain.
Especially since it would be coming right after Terry, and it's like, okay.
Here's the thing.
Like,
here's the thing is that Heihachi was supposed to happen in Smash 4. But basically, due to constraints of, like, they couldn't figure out how to get the Tekken moveset to work in Smash in the time they had, they essentially, like, screw it, we're going for Pac-Man. But yeah, Heihachi was supposed to be in Smash 4, so if they do add another Bamco character, high chance it's going to be Heihachi. So yeah, there's your fun fact of the day. If someone's asking, if it's a Tales of character, who'd you want?
I don't really care.
More than likely, it'd be Lloyd.
Oh, yeah. It would almost certainly be Lloyd. And I don't really have much to say about that.
Yeah.
Like, woohoo, it's Lloyd and Smash. Cool.
If I wanted that, I'd just play Super Smash Flash.
I mean, like, I'm not even saying that to be, like, against the idea, because I'm sure it would be fun. Just, it wouldn't, it's like, it wouldn't
It would just
excite
be
me because I'm not a Tales of fan.
It would just be a
and
box
it's kind of an
tick.
expected thing.
Yeah, I'd say it would just be ticking the box.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, there's Lloyd.
There's your Tales of character. Next.
Yeah, that's the thing with some characters is that they would just feel like ticking the box at that point.
Yeah, that's one thing that kind of like really like some characters like when they get into Smash is like it's just unfortunately not exciting, which is a necessary evil.
Yeah, but as Samuel just put, sometimes you just gotta tick those boxes.
Yep.
Like, personally, when Isabelle got revealed, I wasn't super excited, but at the same time, it's like, given how massively popular Animal Crossing had become,
Oh yeah.
it made sense that they were gonna add another one.
I remember someone posted a tweet, a really wholesome tweet about how like the Isabelle trailer was like the most hype moment for them in Smash history, and a bunch of people just started dunking on this person because they were like, oh, the trailer's bad. I was like, come on, you guys.
Just because it was another Ridley doesn't mean you have to be Killjoy.
And I understand that, like, the trailer was slow and plotting and not terribly exciting, but, like, for Animal Crossing fans, that was a huge get.
Because they got another Animal Crossing rep, let alone one of the most popular characters in the series.
Yeah.
Just because people didn't die and it doesn't mean not a good trailer. I mean, did you see Tom Nook afterwards? He looked pretty dead inside.
Oh, Tom Nook died on the inside after that, at the end of that trailer.
Yeah, because he's like, it's not me. I've been here since the first game, and I'm not in Smash. Yet this dog, who's been in one core game, gets the privilege. That's probably what he was thinking.
He's just sitting there like, they did me so dirty.
Just because I'm the most hated character in the series aside from Rossetti doesn't mean I'm not allowed to be in Smash.
I love that recently there's been a trend of people saying that Tom Nook is actually the good guy because, like, he gives you that house for free.
Not just that, he gives you a job to pay it off.
And he lets you pay that debt off interest-free in however long you want to take. And when you've paid off the debt, he offers to make your house bigger again, and you can pay off the debt however long you want to take that one. It's like, he is the exact opposite of a greedy capitalist landlord.
Despite, and again, that's how everyone's like, oh, he's greedy because he makes you work.
But yeah, I've liked that recent trend of people being like, actually, Tom Nook's the good guy.
Yeah. More people need to be like him. See, on the flip side, we still have Rossetti to be our bad guy.
Oh yeah, Rossetti's a douche. There's no reason for Rossetti to be that mean. What a meanie bee. What a meanie bee.
Lin Lackaflin put it best. Tom Nook is the nicest capitalist I've ever seen. You're not wrong.
That's really good. I like that.
Besides, he's got two adorable nephews. You can't hate him.
Someone asked me a few minutes ago, what are my thoughts on, like, people saying that, like, old Pokemon are getting locked behind a paywall, and I already said that. I kind of already said my thoughts on that. I just wanted to make sure that I just wanted to,
yeah,
call out that person just to be like, hey, I did kind of answer your question.
Fair enough.
Dude, I had the weirdest interaction with a human being in my life today.
Oh, please
by the
elaborate.
way. So John from Game Explain was posted that he's like, where are all these supposed people that buy both versions of every Pokemon game? I don't understand, because like people, of course, like we're saying like, what do you mean I have to pay for the DLC twice to get it for both versions? It's like, did you really buy both versions? And that was what John was saying. And I responded, I said, given the average the average Pokemon player is like 12 years old, I doubt that they're getting the game as a gift for Christmas. Their mommy and daddy probably didn't want to buy them the literal same game twice.
Yeah.
So a lot of the core Pokemon audience doesn't have both versions. And someone slid into my mentions and was like, can you give a source on that? And I just kind of like, it was like,
It's common sense.
what? Like, it's been common, and I just kind of asked, are we really at the point where people are asking for sources on whether or not children play Pokemon? Because
What?
like, the Pokemon fan base being full of children has been common knowledge for literal decades, and
Since the dawn of the franchise.
And I said, what I told him was, sorry, I don't have a chart ready for you. I just didn't expect that I'd ever have to argue whether or not children play Pokemon.
Did they respond?
I forget exactly how the back and forth went, but they.
Oh, they go back and
like,
forth though. I was just curious about. So did they keep going?
Not after. Like, I muted them, so I haven't been like watching this, but like they said something along the lines of like, when I said, do you really need a source for something that's common knowledge? They're like, yes, because you're saying something that you don't know if it's true, and facts are how we learn things, or whatever. And it's like, bro. So yeah, weirdest interaction I think I've ever had with a human being in my life.
Huh.
Like, I never once in my life have thought, you know what I'm gonna have to do today? I'm gonna have to argue with someone over whether or not Pokemon is still a kid's game.
As one person just mentioned in the chat, bruh, prove to me this children's video game series has children fans.
It's almost like I told Tyler about this, and he said it's not like the entire marketing campaigns feature children and are targeted at children, or that the Pokemon merchandise is always in the toy aisle right next to Barbies and stuff.
Which Pokemon spin-off should get a remake next? Snap, Coliseum, or Ranger? Snap, obviously.
Coliseum.
I guess we're not on the same page as this one.
I would shit my pants.
If
Coliseum has always been kind of one of my favorite Pokemons, and XD also. I love those games, and if they were ever like given the remake treatment, oh man.
Fair enough.
Ranger wouldn't work.
Given just,
Remaking Ranger.
Yeah, given the kind of game it was, it like required both screens.
Ranger's not the kind of game you can make for something with an analog stick. This thing's dodging my bullets.
Hello, weak spot.
But Tyler earlier tonight was talking about the Mystery Dungeon remake, and he said, "I really hope this sells well so that they do Explorers." And I was like, "This is gonna sell pretty freaking well."
Yeah, Mystery Dungeon's already sold well as is, like the original ones.
Like the original Mystery Dungeons, like in terms of Pokemon numbers, like okay, Mystery Dungeon 1 between both versions sold like I think 2 or 3 million, and Mystery Dungeon 2 was like 5 or 6 million.
Yeah.
Which, you know, good numbers. Not typical Pokemon numbers, but good numbers regardless. Like 1 million of anything is a lot.
Yep. Very few games can dream of that.
But the thing is that, like, that was, like, 2006 and 2008, before Mystery Dungeon, like, gained the cult following it has now, and before it became this mythical series with emotional stories and amazing soundtracks and
Yeah,
stuff.
before
Like,
it became,
now,
before it got the following it has.
before it became the Pokemon equivalent of Earthbound.
Yeah.
Those games are gonna sell great.
Okay, hold on.
Or that game is going to sell great, I mean. What's up?
What are your thoughts? Okay, Graham Butler, you need to give me a source on that, like, now? He said, what are your thoughts on the Sonic Adventure remake leak?
The what?
Graham, give us a source on that, right now.
Source or not. Source or bust. And if you
Please.
give me a 4chan page...
Yeah, so give us a source on that, because you have my interest.
You had my interest. Now you have my curiosity.
Or
whatever it
was,
went.
I think it was, you have my curiosity, now you have my attention. Yeah, say, give us a source on this, because this is the first I'm hearing about this.
I feel like I had heard rumblings before about a Sonic Adventure remake,
there's been talks about it, but nothing like concrete.
I feel like now is a pretty good time to do it, though.
Yeah, and people have been wanting it for a very long time, and again, even
like
there's been hints at it from I think even Sega.
With like not just because like Sonic needs a shot in the arm as a series, but because I mean we've been seeing a lot of 90s 3D platformers getting remakes, and Sonic Adventure is a 90s 3D platformer that could use with a remake.
Yeah, say we're in that era is constantly seeing revivals, so now would be the perfect time. Oh, okay, actually no. One of my mutuals in the chat just brought up something. Remembers Modern Sonic Team. I have one fear. You know what? Valid.
I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me.
Yeah, you know what? You know what, Wing? That's a very fair point. So with that said, let's let Christian Whitehead do it. I know he specializes in 2D Sonic, but come on, he can learn.
In all seriousness, I don't know what to expect after like it's been over 2 years since Forces came out, and I just don't know what to expect next.
Nearly 3 years.
Sonic.
Nearly 3 years now. It was 2017. Yeah. Late 2017, but yeah.
It was late 2017. That's why I said over 2 years instead of nearly 3 years.
Fair enough.
Same goes for Mania.
Yeah.
And there hasn't been a Sonic game since.
Aside from Team Sonic Racing, no.
And Team Sonic Racing isn't handled by Sonic.
That was Sumo Digital.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm reading up on that. There was a tweet by TSSZ regarding audio leaks, and there have been videos discussing the validity of this leak. Don't know if this is legit or not, but it caught a lot of people's attention. Okay, I'll have to look into that later then.
I fear no man, but that thing, fist bump playing ominously in the background, it scares me.
Again, Wing, valid.
Yeah.
No! Get back here, Mr. Sandbird! No! Stupid Sandbird! Why must you barrel roll? But not always. Here's the thing. Fist Bump's not a bad song. It's just that it's very overused in the game to the point that it became a meme.
It's not a bad song. I don't hate Fist Bump.
No.
I will say that Fist Bump is like I feel like Infinite captures the weird butt rock vibe of the Sonic Adventure era a little better than Fist Bump, because Fist Bump feels like it's trying a little too hard for that vibe.
Well, Infinite actually captures it.
Infinite just is, and it's hilarious.
No, get back here! Oh, Gabo! I'm starting to make Arlo noises. I still love that. I still love that video that I saw earlier. The Breath of the Wild 2
Did you
video.
watch the Starlink video?
Yes, I did.
So naturally, I bought 4.
But then when I got home, I was just thinking, was that enough?
Is that enough? Is that enough? Starlink for Switch starter kits?
When Arlo suddenly became Scott the Woz. I bought another one.
You brought your entire collection of Starlink starter kits. Never leave home without it. Why? It's a bitch.
Okay, I got Sandburn on my second try. That's like a first for me.
You are weak.
I don't know if you watched the Josh Scorcher video revealing this, but Sonic Team only oversaw development of Forces. The game was actually made by Big Red Button. No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
After what happened...
Wait, hold on. What did Josh say about...
Did he actually say Big Red Button did it?
Where the fuck did he get that?
Because Big Red Button has not touched Sonic since Rise of Lyric, and frankly, I can't blame them. I wouldn't touch Sonic after what Sega does.
Big Red Button hasn't spoken since 2014.
No, they did release a game on Steam.
Oh?
And it actually did pretty well. It was just some new VR IP.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so where did Josh get this whole idea that Big Red Button made Forces? Because no, they had no involvement in Forces. It was all Sonic Team.
Yeah, that's, where the hell did he get that?
Han, hey, by chance, have you seen the leak for Sonic Rift? This is the first time I've ever heard that term. Also, Rise of Lyric was Sega's fault too. Yes, it absolutely was. If you haven't watched it, watch Matt McMuscle's video on Rise of Lyric. It breaks down how the whole process happened, and basically, the entire thing was Sega's fault.
Oh yeah, well, okay, that and the I get the feeling that they thought the Wii U was going to be more powerful than when they actually got it in their hands.
Wait, you mean Sega?
Maybe, I don't know.
No, here's the thing. Big Red Button, the second that they were told that they were going to use the Wii U, they panicked.
Oh yeah, no, I remember now. It's like, shit, we were making this for PS3!
Yeah, say
PS4 actually.
It was PS4, but again, they were forced to work on Okay, hold on.
They had to scramble to like re-optimize the game for Wii U, which is not
okay. So
great.
My mutual from the chat, he found they my apologies. They found the tweet that they were talking about with the Sonic Adventure project.
Okay.
Apparently, the leaked audio was the new version of Open Your Heart.
I'm gonna bust a nut, baby.
And people are unsure if it's for another Sonic tour or if it's actually for the remake.
I would love a Sonic Adventure remake.
Yeah, same.
I don't know, I'm not the only person.
But yeah, Wing, thank you for sending me that.
So, after one day of play, I've already caught back up all my Monster Hunter World progress.
Beautiful.
I mean, I was only like 3 hours into the game, so.
Yeah, how would you feel if Nintendo made a Super Mario Bros. 5 in the same 16-bit style as Sonic Mania? We've already went through the new Super Mario Bros. Generation. We don't need to go through that again.
Now hold on. We're talking like we're talking like a pixel art Mario game for the first time since
Yoshi's Island.
Mario World. Oh yeah, Yoshi's Island. Depending on how they approach it,
that could be interesting.
that could be really, really cool. I do like the Game Explain guys will occasionally bring up this idea of like, what if they made a 2D platformer with the like you know how Goodfield did Wario Land Shake It and had that hand-drawn art style? What if they had
the really
what if they
nice
had that,
hand-drawn
but
art
with-
style.
What if they had that, but a Mario game, and they used the art style of like the official art from like Super Mario 3D Land and stuff,
Oh, that would be lovely.
right? They bring that up from time to time, and I love that idea.
We do not need another 2D Mario. 2D Mario peaked at World, never got better. Excuse me, Yoshi's Island exists.
Yoshi's Island exists, and I will not stand for this slander. Now, don't get me wrong. I won't argue the point too much because I know that a lot of people see World as the best Mario game, and I think that's fair. I just think that Yoshi's Island is better, but
Funny thing is, oh, the red coin went past the invisible wall.
oh, is it a
The Coral Reef mission.
yuck?
Yeah, I've never been a fan of this one. Ah! Evil fish! Go away, evil fish! Okay, here's a fun story. Mario 64, after playing that, I have always been terrified of the fish that will always try to eat you. Because the one on Tiny Huge Island in Mario 64 terrified me.
Fair.
Then again, growing up, a lot of things in Mario 64 terrified me. I love that game, but a lot of things in it scared me.
Why is Mario 4? Why is Mario 64 such a hotbed for people's traumas?
The funny thing is that, look at the fish.
Oh, good, it's stuck.
No,
This game's great.
No, funny enough, people were talking about the piano. The piano was not something that was not one of those things. No, the big ones for me were, I'm trying to remember them all. When I was little, the chain chomp was pretty scary. The eel, yeah, I still hate that thing. I remember when, the images came out for the eel in Mario Odyssey. Remember that?
Oh my god.
When they revealed the eel from Mario Odyssey, I'm just like, no, no.
Yep, it's supposed to terrify you.
Well,
We
consider me
want this to be
terrified.
the most horrifying thing ever. Thanks. You did it.
Oh, hey,
You
Witchy.
pulled it off.
Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, it's like 9 p.m. here. That makes sense on why you're up. I'm trying to remember some other ones. A really weird one that creeped me out as a kid was the black pit from Hazy Maze Cave where the boulders roll into.
I actually didn't play Mario 64 a whole lot as a kid. Until Mario 64 DS, I guess, which I was like 8 when that game came out. So you know what? Scrap what I said. I didn't play a whole lot of the original game until I was like I didn't play a whole lot of Mario 60. I didn't play a whole lot of Mario 64 until
You were older.
I was older, and I remember being like really spooked by Bowser's laugh when you first enter the castle.
It's pretty spooky. Though the peak spook I got was actually a glitch.
Oh no.
So there was one time I was going towards Big Boo's haunt. You know how there's like the hallway that leads to the backyard where the Boo is? Well, I started going down the hallway, and then partway as the Boo went through the door, I changed my mind. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to a different level. So I turn around, I go back into the main hall area, the lobby, and then I go to I think it was Womp's Fortress. I open the door, and the Boo laugh audio plays bass boosted.
Great.
I still have no idea how that happened or why that happened, and I've never seen anyone else, myself included, ever experience that again.
Nice.
As Wing just put it, there are two wolves inside of this stream. One is named Ben, the other is named Ben. Fair point. I keep forgetting about that there are two wolves meme.
Oh. There are two wolves inside. Oh shoot! How'd the original go? There are two wolves inside of all of us. Something like that.
Yeah, it's like there's two wolves inside of all of us. One, it was like one has a certain name, the other has, and it was the exact same name. the other version I've seen a lot of is like there are two wolves inside of us. One is gay, the other is also gay.
The other is also gay.
Oh, okay. Lack of Flynn's posting the original one. It was one. Oh yeah, it was one is named Toby, the other is also named Toby. They're both Toby. Right. I remember that now. Get back here, Shadow Mario. Get back here, Shadow Mario. I need to go get some more water.
Okay, I'll try to keep everyone entertained while you get your drink.
No, I meant flood.
Yeah.
I meant I had to go get some more water for the nozzle.
I'm not an idiot.
Ben, I'm playing Mario Sunshine.
I know.
Super Mario Sunshine. It has water. Where? I can hear Shadow Mario. I don't know where he is, though. I can just hear him jumping around, but the music's still the same. The GameCube had a lot of water games. Sunshine, Wind Waker, other games.
Yeah, other games.
There you are, little rascal. Hey!
What other GameCube games were heavy on water theming? I know that it was
Sonic
called
Adventure
the
1.
Dolphin. Sonic Adventure 1 was not a GameCube game.
DX, fine. Sonic Adventure DX.
I mean, fine, by technicality.
We'll count it. Someone said there was a SeaWorld game on GameCube.
Oh hell yeah, a licensed SeaWorld game. I bet that game was so hyped they ended the Game Awards with it.
Yeah, absolutely. One person noted
totally still bitter.
Someone noted while this was on PS2, Final Fantasy X is heavily like island and water themed. That's true. The main threat of the game is a giant space whale.
They should get Ant-Man to punch it.
They should have gotten Ant-Man to punch it. Okay, now it's time to suffer. Oh, someone brought up something important. The Finding Nemo game.
I own that game.
You own that game?
I own that game.
Why?
Because I was a child and my mommy bought it for me once.
I mean, it could be worse. Could have the Incredibles game.
Right, I do have the Incredibles game.
I'm so sorry. I do too.
Remember when you put that as like number 2 on the top 10 license?
Shush! Shush!
Oh wow, I didn't expect that volatile of a reaction.
I'm not proud of that video. I'm not proud of any of my videos from back in that day.
What were we? Shit, we were talking about something a second ago, and then we got interrupted with the Finding Nemo game.
Someone's saying, which Game Awards duo should be next? Hello? So, which Muppet duo should be at the Game Awards next? Very easy answer. Statler and Waldorf.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Shark Tale game. That was a video game. Oh no, for a brief second I was stun locked by a Cataquack. You like Incredibles game, huh? Would you say it's incredible? No, no, it wasn't.
Oh yeah. I was gonna ask you. You said Time to Suffer. Are you doing the watermelon quest?
Yes, I am doing the watermelon quest.
Why? Why are you
Because
doing that, Maverick?
because I want to entertain.
I mean, I guess.
You leave that watermelon alone, you stupid Cataquack. No, 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 no. It'd be a lot easier.
There it goes.
It'd be a lot easier if I had Yoshi, so I could just eat the Cataquacks.
I don't even think you can have Yoshi in this mission.
Oh, you're right. Of course.
I think they accounted for that.
Of course they did.
Actually, never mind. There's actually a glitch in Rico Harbor where I forget exactly how you activate it, but it has something to do with entering and exiting sewers. But if you enter and exit sewers, it changes Mario's hitbox in a way where you can kill enemies that are otherwise unkillable. You know the spiders that crawl on the walls?
Oh, okay.
In Rico Harbor. For some weird reason, I think this is how it works. When you enter and exit the sewers, it shifts Mario's hitbox, and so when you jump, so you can kill the spiders that are normally invincible unless you punch them through a gate or eat them with Yoshi. There's your fun fact. I was gonna suggest, oh, find a sewer, but then I was like, right, Gelato Beach.
Doesn't have many sewers. And by not many, I mean none.
Just do Gelato Beach, Skip.
Someone said, I wonder if Mavi knows the glitch for this mission. No, I don't.
Gelato Beach, Skip. You can get inside of the...
Teach me the secrets.
Don't
Don't actually.
I couldn't do it with words. Trust me. It's way too complicated.
Let me ask you, when do you start becoming proud of your videos? It depends on what era you're talking about.
I'm still proud of some. I mean, I'm proud of myself for doing some of my older videos. I should say.
Yeah.
I'm not like proud of all of the videos themselves because there's some dumb shit, but I'm proud of a lot. And I still think that everything I've made post 2015, I'd say was pretty damn nice.
I'd say some of my stuff from like 2015 still holds up, but most of the stuff I'm proud of is the stuff that's currently public, the Black Mage Maverick stuff. Everything
after I got my snowball has been pretty good, I'd say.
That's fair. Also, I'm about to
After I
die,
got my
so you
snowball
know.
and started using Adobe Premiere.
I'm about to die in this mission, so you know what? I'm bailing. Let's see. Witchy, do what you wish. Like, feel free. Witchy said, "Should I draw more for you, Mavi?" I'm just like, if you want, I guess.
Someone drew. This is one of the only pieces of fan art I've ever gotten. But someone drew my my black and white, or I played Black 2 on stream a few months back, and someone drew the team, and it was really cute.
Oh, nice.
I very much enjoy the nickname running jokes that we've had. I named a Pokemon Nipples in So I caught a C dot in my XD stream, and I named it Nipples because when C dot evolves into Nuzleaf has visible nipple dots. And so I named it Nipples. And then we caught in Black and White, in Black 2, we caught a Magby, and Magby's Japanese name is Booby, so I named it Nipples Jr.
Yeah, I just saw Lynn with Lack of Flynn literally just said, "Hey Ben, nipples."
Can you believe the man behind Nipples the Enchilada now makes the official Sonic animations?
Yep, it's amazing.
What world are we living in? I love this world sometimes.
Witchy. Oh, okay, yeah, Witchy, you can do that again. Witchy, one thing that she did a little while back was she did a drawing of Mavatar in the style of the Dissidia artwork.
Nice.
Which it looked really
that sounds
cool.
Badass.
Yeah, it looked really cool. Scrolling through the chat, and I feel like I missed some things. Oh, everyone's talking about the watermelon stuff, and someone said, if Tifa came out of nowhere and punched the watermelon, would she no longer be your waifu? I'm not that petty. Wing. Don't ever say that again.
How would you react if Cho Connor's insane luck let him get Cosmos as his first rare played in Xenoblade 2? I don't know. I mean, I probably wouldn't watch a Xenoblade 2 LP. I still keep up with some of Cho Connor's Let's Plays, but I probably wouldn't watch a Xenoblade 2 one.
Okay.
What was Wing doing?
Wing made a remark in regards to the Tifa punching the watermelon thing, and Wing just responds, Ben would like Tifa to punch his watermelon if you know what I mean, and I was very confused and concerned.
Yeah, absolutely. I want Tifa to punch my watermelon, and I would like it if she crushed my watermelon between her legs.
Well, that's enough for this stream. Thank you all for watching.
You did this to yourself.
True. Anyway, what I was...
So I guess... Oh, Jesus! I'm on its wing! What the fucking hell?
Here, I'm just gonna quickly show you that, that artwork I was talking about. Here you go. No, King Raikou, I was joking. I'm not ending the stream yet. Anyway, there's the artwork. I just sent it to you. Anyway, back to the game. Oh, right, there's a cutscene. I forgot about this. Shadow Mario with that tongue that even Girahim would be jealous of.
So I guess I'll do my best to explain what Gelato Beach Skip entails real quick, just because it's hard to explain without visuals, but I can do my best. So Gelato Beach Skip involves is you breaking the game's collision to get inside of the tank where the watermelon shine is stored. Most methods involve getting a coconut and using it to angle yourself. You use the coconut to push yourself down the side of the canopy on that juice bar, and then with very precise aim and timing, you hover into a grabbable ledge, I think, and then you clip inside of the tank.
I will be fully honest. As you were explaining that, a lot of that went in one ear and out the other, so I got very confused very fast.
Like I said, it's hard to really explain it without visual cues. Just imagine someone like moonwalking down the side of the build, down the side of the juice bar, and then like grabbing a non-existent edge, and then clipping inside of the tank. It is a really weird bug.
Huh. And now I'm very happy because we have now approached the best world in the game.
Serena Beach?
Guess we
I'll
are
die on this hill.
I was gonna say Peanut Park.
I know.
But yes, Serena Beach is another really good one. Wait.
Serena Beach is probably my favorite. I think that it's a really interesting take on the haunted level, because
And that's fair.
Yeah,
it is a unique take. Also, Witchy just brought up something I didn't even notice, is that on the stream it says that the game we're playing right now is Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I completely forgot to change that. Oops. Let's quickly update that. Super Mario Sunshine. Save. Thank you for the reminder of that, Witchy. I completely did not notice that. Alright, back to the game. Well, one person brought us says Serena Beach is the precursor to Luigi's Mansion 3.
It's a haunted hotel with King Boo taking over. Oh my god. That...
Yeah!
You know, what if that was... what if, like, what if they said that, like...
What if that was
what if
the
they
pitch?
did that on purpose?
What if that was the pitch?
Like, do you think they did that on purpose?
Maybe?
Like, it seems almost too much of a coincidence.
Perpetrator, get away.
Almost.
Also, we're now at my personal favorite boss in the game.
Mecha Bowser?
Yeah, I love the Mecha Bowser fight. I don't know, something about the concept alone, it just gets me pretty much giddy every single time.
Oh, the Mecha Bowser fight is super fun.
Yeah, like, it's a fun fight, and also it's just... You're fighting a Bowser robot while on a roller coaster.
Oh yeah, super fun pitch for the boss.
Yeah. One person said the final boss? Oh, far from it. We're only like halfway through the game in regards to like the worlds. Because technically I could be here with only 10 shine sprites.
Yeah. You've just been clearing out the worlds as you unlock them.
Or at least to the best I can.
Yeah.
That's not gonna hit at all. And then yeah, this would make a better final boss than the actual final boss we got. Got him in the face. Oh. Direct hit. That's gonna miss. Oh, that got him! That somehow got him! That was a good shot! The stream will be archived when it's done, right? Yes. It'll be unlisted, but it'll be accessible via playlist.
So if you want to relive some of this nonsense, you can.
Yep. Also, the Bowser Jr. reveal here, it threw me off because at that point, by the time I played Sunshine, I knew who Bowser Jr. was. So I was just confused when this reveal first happened for me.
Junior, I have something difficult to tell you about Princess Peach.
I know,
she's not really my mama.
And then Bowser's face just,
Mama got kidnapped by a bad man named
I love that Bowser's just a goofy dad.
Yep. No, Witchy, Shadowmar did not slap Peach. It was just, you heard the swoosh from him swinging the brush. Also, yes, Jack brings up a funny point. The fact that Peach had to think about the fact that Bowser Jr. was saying that Peach is his mom.
He said, Mario's a bully. He never fights fair. He said, Junior, you gotta try to outsmart Mario.
Again, she had to think about that.
God, the implications of this scene.
Yep. She's like, wait, I'm your mother? What? I don't remember this.
Hold on, I know I fucked Bowser once, but I never got pregnant.
Wait, what?
I mean, Bowser is massive, overwhelming, and thick.
No, not again.
What other Nintendo villain would be a dad? Ridley.
It appears to be heading toward Lava Mountain.
Ridley's got a family at home. He's got a baby Ridley.
The baby.
The baby. Oh, Limlackaflynn said you need to check Twitter, Ben.
I'm playing Monster Hunter. Give me a minute. I did see my phone buzz, and I saw it was a Twitter DM, so I'll check in a second. I haven't been on Twitter.
Yeah,
much
I have
in the past few hours.
I haven't touched Twitter at all since the stream started, aside from plugging. Wait, no, really does have a kid. Remember that animation of him like cuddling the Pichu?
Yes.
That is his son. Pichu is his son. This is canon. I will not hear otherwise.
Cool, okay, killed the thing. Let's check Twibble.
You know what I just remembered?
I don't actually get it. He sent me a Sword and Shield meme, but I don't really get it. But what did you remember?
I'm blanking on it now. No, remember that one ProZD sketch about like the criminal who's actually a really good dad?
Oh, I think I do, yeah.
He's like, break his kneecaps until he talks. I'm at parent-teacher conference. Oh, you're saying a Timmy drew this? Oh, that's really nice.
Oh, yeah. I remember that, yeah. I haven't seen ProZD sketches. I know he just doesn't do them as often anymore, but like I haven't seen. It feels like the last one I saw was the dog dicks one.
I don't remember that one, and based on that, I don't think I want to remember that one.
Okay, I say that it was what you think when you let someone borrow your phone.
Oh yes, I do remember that one.
It's like, wait, what did I last Google? The fuck did I last Google? Was I looking for symptoms of my itchy butthole? Did I Google, I don't know, dog dicks for some reason? Dog dicks? Dog dicks? Dog dicks? Thanks. Yeah, no problem. I just needed to Google dog dicks real quick.
I forgot about that one.
That one was so funny.
It's true. Like, everyone gets paranoid whenever, like, needlessly paranoid whenever someone's like, can I borrow your phone for a second?
I mean, do you not?
No, that's the thing. That's the thing is that sometimes I do, but I'm like, I've got no reason to be paranoid, but yet just by nature you do.
It is a natural instinctive response to opening your it is making yourself vulnerable. Whether you have something to hide or not, it is opening yourself and making yourself vulnerable, and that in itself is what the heck? Why isn't my...
So someone just said, fathers in fates. Let's put our child in the baby realm.
the baby microwave.
Cook it for a few minutes, and bam, you have a full-grown adult. Oh, great. The one mission in this level that I'm not a big fan of. It's the pirate ship one.
Oh, the red coins?
Yeah. One person said, Valadar's probably worse, and like, you know what? Fair. Valadar's not a very good dad.
Nope.
Hey, I want to sacrifice my child to a god.
That'll get me the dad of the year mug at Christmas.
Absolutely.
What do you mean I'm not dad of the year? You ingrate.
It went to Henry. What?
And then you just see Henry going all coochie coochie coo with his child.
Whoever his child is. Severa. I'm sticking with your theory.
Yeah.
It's Severa.
Yes. My damn near 4-year-old theory video.
I still stand by it. I think you hit the nail. You hit it right.
I still stand by it too. Like the thing, like I think there are ways I could phrase it better, but like at the end of the day, I still stand by the conclusions.
Yeah.
Like
from the get-go, I agreed with the Robin and Lissa thing, mostly because even outside of supports, they show chemistry.
Yeah, it's the closest, like...
It's the closest thing to a canon...
Lissa, Robin Lucina, Robin Crom are like...
The closest things to a canon relationship.
All the closest things to canon relationships.
Ah, scary turtles. I went down this path at the wrong time. I went down that path at the wrong time. Oh, Graham's asking thoughts on Rise of Skywalker. We talked about this earlier, but
It's terrible.
It's dumb.
It's a dumb movie, and I did not like it very much. Did not like it at all, actually, I should say.
Again, it's one of those things that the more you thought about it, the more you didn't like it.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I was kind of on the same boat. Yeah, let's try this again.
Wait, what? I'm doing that already?
What are you doing?
The Rotten Veil. I didn't realize it was that early in this game.
There we go. Now I can take care of this the correct way. Come.
Jesus, game. So this game's campaign is actually way shorter than I always remember it being. On how long to beat, the main campaign of Monster Hunter World is like 50 hours.
Awakening's opening cutscene seems to play Kramasumi as canon. Of course it's canon. Life of Pi.
Life of Pi, baby.
Oh, right, I remember how to get rid of this.
But yeah, 50 hours, like, wow. Like, for a Monster Hunter game, wow.
That's big.
No, 50 hours, Mav. Compared.
Oh. That's not big.
Yeah. I was gonna say, man, this is a Monster Hunter game.
That's not big at all.
50 hours is nothing. And yeah, there's the, like, the completionist number was like 80 or so, but like, even still, like, this game's a lot. I mean, it's just, a lot of it just comes down to the fact that there's less grind to do.
Also, Lynn with lack of Flynn speaks lies.
What did he do?
He says, the best relationship in that game is Cordelia and the bitter feeling of loneliness. No, it's Vake and his axe. Get it right.
I don't know. They have a pretty toxic relationship. I mean, he's
True.
always just kind of leaving the axe behind.
That is true. That is true. On second thought, no. This is an actual conversation we're having, and I'm not complaining. If you want me to share some fun trivia, just tell me. Oh, Monster Hunter trivia. Yeah, go ahead, Witchy.
Okay, so I am actually going to be. I'm actually going to head out for the night. I know that it's a little abrupt, but
it's okay. I was gonna wrap up the stream probably after this mission.
I'll stick around till then.
Yeah,
I'll stick around
I'm
for minutes
I'm
till you
literally
finish
just picking
this
up the
mission.
Shine Sprite now.
Because I don't know if I told. Oh, were you there when I told Tyler that how long I've been awake?
Yes, I was there.
Yeah. I mean, granted, like I said, I slept till 7 p.m. the other yesterday, but did you just sigh?
Yes.
Okay, it's not as bad as it sounds. I went to bed at like 6:30 a.m., okay?
Okay. Also, there's some Monster Hunter trivia in the chat from the name is Pilar Nanita Esper.
Philippines, the name Puki Puki is slang for vagina.
There's your fun fact of the day.
Hooray! Fun facts! Today I learned that Puke Puke is vagina.
In Filipino, at least.
In the Philippines.
The more you know.
The more you know?
I don't want to know. Alright, that mission is done. So that just about
Actually,
wraps
what
it
mission is that? What mission is after that?
Oh, actually, you know, I'm gonna double check. I think the next one's the
Wait,
sun.
never mind.
The next one's, I think, is the sunflower.
Next one's the Yoshi's. Never mind.
Well,
I was gonna say if it's the, if it was the out of control Ferris wheel, you could literally do it within 30 seconds. But this one will take a few minutes.
Okay, yeah. And I guess we'll wrap up the stream here. Because it is almost 10 p.m. We've been going for 3 hours now. I think that's a good place to stop.
And I need to actually have some sleep tonight.
That's a fair point. So, with that all said, thank you all for being here for this dumb stream of me playing Mario Sunshine. It was fun.
And I was also here.
Yep, playing Monster Hunter.
Yep.
All right. Farewell, everybody. Thanks you. Thanks you.
Good night.
Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.